Hey, how's everybody doing today? Boxing, and we're back with another banger. So if you haven't already, you guys, please smash the like button and subscribe. And wow, we got to talk about it, man. We've got to talk about it, man. It's too much on the table right now, man. It's wild, man. It's a wild. It was a wild weekend, of boxing. You know what I'm saying? You got, I didn't even put Derek Chisora and Dillian Whyte in the caption, man. I totally forgot about them, man. But they actually did a good job as well, man. Putting on for boxing, man. It was some good fights. I can't even lie. It was some really, really good fights this weekend. And it was one of those type of situations, you guys, where, the best, I'm not gonna say the best was fighting the best, man, but you can't sleep on your opponents that's in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't, man. You cannot, man. And I truly feel like the Charlo twins look past their two opponents that they had in front of them tonight. Jamel Charlo, had a huge fight, in front of him with Tony Harrison, but maybe he didn't think it was that big. Maybe he thought it was, maybe he thought it was just, just a walk in the park. Jared Hurd knocked him out. Shit, I'm better than Jared Hurd. Shit, I'm gonna knock him out. That's not always how boxing goes, though, man. A lot of these fighters got to understand that, man. The quicker they understand that, the quicker it's going to be, the quicker they can be better, man, instead of depending on their power, man. I feel like both Charlo twins depend on their power too much, way too much. And guess what? What happens when you don't get the knockout, like Mayweather say? You got a plan B, because a lot of fighters don't got a plan B. A lot of these fighters out here, you guys, do not have a plan B. And I think we seen that this weekend, you guys. I truly do. I think we seen that this weekend. I think it was one of those type of situations, you guys, where, a lot of these fighters out here, you guys, saying that they want to fight the best, dude. You got to get to the best to fight the best. You can't look past anybody, man. Jeffrey in the chat says, I'm not sure if they look past them as much as Harrison and Korobov are both very quality opponents. Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people wasn't giving them credit. I called upset alert, as soon as they announced these fights, upset alert. And, a lot of people said that I was a Charlo hater for saying that it was going to be upset alert this weekend. Now, do you guys believe me? Do you guys believe what Corley Boxing says, man? I feel like when I read these boxings, I try my damnness, and I pride my damnness on not being biased, and I pick who I really truly feel is going to win, So for all these fanboy channels that are Charlo, nut huggers, got their balls all in his mouth, you know what I'm saying? They're just damaged this weekend. This is a damaging weekend. But if you looked at my show, you would have known that this was going to be some great fights this weekend. It's some very, very high level competitive fights, possible upset alert, on both fights, I'm just saying, man, you can't look past a guy in Matt Korobov that has over 300 fights. So the reason why I started to show off saying that is because a lot of people in the chat was saying on my live stream that, maybe they look past, their opponents tonight, stuff like that. I'm like, no, man, you can't even say that shit, man. That's like you're ruining Korobov and Harrison's, run and how good they did, And mark my words, you guys, before I'm gonna break down the fights in a minute. But mark my words. They said Harrison is gonna give Charlo a rematch. Well, how about this? I guarantee you, mark my words, that Jamal Charlo, 160 pounders, will not give Matt Korobov a rematch. And Matt Korobov beat Jamal Charlo handily. You don't win a fucking fight in the last round, dude. Sorry, man. You don't, man. And I don't want to hear about all that shit. His brother went through this. His brother went through that. Yeah. But you got to persevere, man. Just because your brother took an L don't mean nothing, man. What? You know what I'm saying? Shit. People take plenty of L's. Muhammad Ali took many L's, man. So, I mean, what? You know what I'm saying? Shit happens in the sport of boxing, man. You know? But for people to diminish Korobov's, you know, for people to diminish Korobov's performance because, you know, Charlo's twin brother lost. Nah, man. I told you guys this shit was going to be a tough fight. I told you guys. I kept telling you guys, this shit is going to be a real fight, dog. This is going to be Jamal Charlo's toughest fight. I said that shit, dog. Go watch my fucking upset alert video I made 3 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I pretty much made a video about this shit every day, dog, leading up to this fight. Everybody was like, oh, you a Jamal Charlo hater, you a Jamal Charlo hater. You know, all this and all that. No, man. I know boxing. A lot of these people don't even want to open their eyes, man, to see boxing, man. They want to be biased. All they want to do is, you know, they want to cover the sport, but they want to cover the sport, you know, and they want to cover the sport and they cover the fighters they want to cover. Like a lot of these channels, all they cover is the Charlo twins, Earl Spence, and Wilder. That's it. That's it, dog. That's it. You know? So when they see a fighter like Korobov, which they never heard of before, they never seen fight before, they're like, oh, yeah, he going to knock him out in the third round. They're going to knock him out. It's easy work, you know? We waiting for, we getting ready for Canelo. Man, hell nah, man. First of all, Korobov, I thought was going to probably knock Charlo out the way the fight was going. Yeah, because Korobov hit Charlo with some flush shots, man. I mean, anybody else would have probably got knocked out, dog. I'm just going to be honest, man. These were really powerful punches, you guys, from Matt Korobov. Matt Korobov was hitting Charlo with some very, very powerful heat, you know. October 4th, what's up? He says, hey, brother, finally got on a live Corey Lee video. Haha. Yes, sir. We in here. VVS1 says, I got to watch the big Charlo's fight again, but I've watched little Charlo versus Harrison 4 times, and Harrison clearly took little Charlo to school. Wow, you think so? I got to watch that joint again, man, because my first, when I was thinking about it, the first thing that came to my mind was pretty much, you know, you know, I was just pretty much thinking like, you know, maybe Jamal Charlo won the fight, you know, but maybe he didn't. You know, maybe he didn't, you know what I'm saying? You guys saying that he didn't win that fight. I know for a fact in my heart, I truly feel that Matt Korobov beat Jamal Charlo. I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. That's how I feel, man. So, you know, that's what it is, man. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. Hatchet in the chat says Korobov is slick. Reminds me of Demetrius Pirog. Korobov was good last night, man. He was, man, like, I literally was talking Korobov up. And I really, truly thought that Korobov was going to be, you know, the real deal. And I truly thought that Korobov was, I just thought he was really good. I really thought he was the real deal, you guys. You know, I thought Korobov was the real deal. Going into this fight, I knew Jamal Charlo has never faced a guy like Korobov before, with the power like Korobov, you know, with the slick movements like Korobov. Everything that Korobov showed last night, he pretty much showed that he was a champion, you know? And they ripped that shit from him, man. And a lot of people say, well, they're not gonna let both Charlos lose on the same fight card, which that could be true as well, you guys. You know, I can believe that theory as well. Both Charlos losing on the same card would not be good for box office, you know. And mind you, these guys, Al Heyman and these guys got a lot of money invested. Al Heyman and them got a lot of money invested, you guys. And the Charlo twins, you know. They got a lot of money invested in them, man. Smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe, you guys. This is Corey Lee's Boxing, baby. And we're back with another banger. Yes, sir. October 4th. Okay, VVS1 says I clearly lost 300 on Little Charlo. Wow, VVS1, you really truly feel he lost? All right, man. October 4th says, what do you think of Jamal Charlo against Canelo, Andre Jacobs, or Golovkin? I think Jamal Charlo could possibly beat Gennady Golovkin, but I do not see, and I kept saying this shit to you guys, man. Now you guys are finally seeing this shit. After this horrible performance of Jamal Charlo, we got a gift decision. Matt Korobov beat Jamal Charlo, hands down. Ain't no in-between shit. Ain't no, well, maybe it was a close fight. No, he beat him, dog. He beat him. Straight up, man. Damn, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys, man. I cannot let you guys down, man. I gotta be straight up with you guys. I gotta be 100 with you guys, man. You guys are the fans. You guys are the people that I do this shit for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys really, and I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think, since we'll talk about the Harrison fight in a minute, you guys, but we're talking about the Jamal Charlo, the main event. Jamal Charlo versus Matt Korobov. Matt Korobov took this Jamal Charlo on a 1 week notice. 1 week notice, man. And a lot of people are saying that everybody and their mother said that, Willie Monroe was a way slicker fighter and a way better fighter than Matt Korobov. I said, hell no. I said that in all my videos. Hell no, man. You guys are sleeping on Matt Korobov. Nobody gave me credit for that shit, man. Nobody gave me credit for that shit, man. Canelo Alvarez could possibly stop Charlo, man. I'm being honest with you guys. I know a lot of you fanboys don't want to hear it. That's your favorite fighter. Look, your favorite fighter is not as good as what you think, man. Jamal Charlo has a lot to work on, man. He's still young enough to learn, though. But from what I seen last night, Jamal Charlo gets stopped by Canelo Alvarez. Straight up. Straight up, man. Straight up, man. Jamal Charlo gets stopped by Canelo Alvarez. Danny Jacobs could possibly stop Jamal Charlo, man, from what I seen last night, man. But I know I'm betting on the stoppage, on Jamal Charlo. The only reason why I did not bet on the Jamal Charlo versus Korobov fight, because I was going to bet on Korobov because the odds were like 8-1. I was going to bet on Korobov, but I knew the fucking judges was not going to give it to him, man. I knew that shit, man. I knew it, man. And when you know something like that and you know how these judges could just, screw up your money, man. Nah, man, I'm good, man. Especially it wasn't a hometown fight for the Texas Charlo twins, but it was their coming out fight. If you bet on Tony Harrison last night, dude, you won some money. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you bet on Tony Harrison last night, you won some money, dude. You won some real money, dude. I can't even lie, man. I can't even lie, you guys. You won some real money. Let me go to these chats. The Red, shout out to the Red. Shout out to Jeffrey in the chat. October 4th. BVS, Hatchet. October 4th. Jeffrey. AD. You already know, man. Shout out to October 4th. Everybody in the chat, man. Let me read you guys this chat. Jeffrey says, I can agree with that. That was close. October 4th says, what do you think? He says, I always thought Jamal struggles against boxers and boxer punchers who can really box. Dude, fucking Matt Korobov had it all, man. Matt Korobov had everything, dog. He was good. His lone loss was to Andy Lee. He got caught. I bet you guys know now that Matt Korobov is on the he's on the radar now, dog. Matt Korobov is a viable threat. Matt Korobov is a viable threat. Matt Korobov is a viable threat at 160 to any 160-pounder. This goes for Jacobs. This goes for Gennady Golovkin. And this goes for everybody in the 160-pound division, you guys. Okay? Even Canelo Alvarez, man. I think Matt Korobov could do well against Canelo Alvarez. I think Canelo Alvarez could possibly – I would favor Canelo Alvarez, man. But Matt Korobov is no joke, man. He's not one of these up and down easy fighters. He was giving Jamal Charlo movements. He was giving him a stiff jab. That jab, dude, just dictated the fight, man. These Charlo twins cannot do anything if you got a good jab, man. Because you know what? A good jab destroys a power puncher's power, man. Straight up, a good jab null and voids a good fighter's power. Straight up. Man, but I'm just so happy to talk to you guys about it. I'm just so happy to hear about this and so happy to talk to you guys about this, man. It was one of these fights, you guys, where a lot of people lost a lot of money. October 4th says, I don't think Jamal Charlo beats even a 38-year-old Golovkin now. I think he beats him. I think he'll beat Gennady Golovkin. I truly do think he'll beat Gennady Golovkin. Triple G is every bit as good as Korobov and has more power and probably a better chin. They said the power is your last thing to go, but I'm going to be honest. I don't know if he beats Triple G. Black Horseman, my brother, man. Let's get this party started. God damn. Long time no see, baby. But god damn, was the wait worth it?
I didn't know you had started already, man.
Yeah, man. I sent you the joint, man. You was like, go ahead and start because you had to edit the video. I just looked at your chat joint, man. But
yeah, but your notification didn't pop up, so yeah, I didn't even know you had started.
Oh man, if you a Koed Lee Boxing, subscribe fan or whatever, or my brother or whatever, you just gotta check on Koed Lee Boxing every hour, man, to see if I'm live or not. Because there ain't no notification gonna come up, man. My notification is shot. They don't show me no love, man.
Damn, let me give you a like. Let me give you a like, man. You got 3 haters in here. Let me give you a like, man. What the fuck?
Oh, we got 3 haters in here. Come on, man. Y'all wildin', man. Why y'all hating on me, man?
What you say, man? You must have said something.
I said that Jamal Charlo will get beat by Canelo Alvarez. Yeah.
Oh, Jamal Charlo.
Yeah, Jamal Charlo get beat by Canelo Alvarez. And I said Jamal Charlo lost to Korobov. We got fanboys in here, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't a fanboy, then you gonna respect what the fuck I'm saying, dog. And you know boxing. And you also know that I said upset alert. Nobody on YouTube gave Matt Korobov a chance but Koed Lee Boxing, dog.
I did. I got a video up. I did.
And Black Horseman now.
Let's be clear. My video was up, stamped and dated.
Yeah. Yo, I'm so happy that Black Horseman on here, man. And look, if anybody else, man, that's in the UGC or that's in our look, on our Google Hangouts, man, like Dr. Blicky with the sticky and everybody else, man. If you guys are in there, man, listen, man. Go hit that joint up, man. You are welcome to come on, man. And like I said, man. And look, right now, there's almost 20 people in the live stream What I want you to do right now is stop everything you're doing and hit that like button right now. Let's get these likes up right now, man. There's no reason why I shouldn't have over 10 likes, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these likes up right now. Right now. Let's get these likes up, you guys. Come on, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's get over 15 likes. Come on, man. Hit that like button. Come on, you guys. We're going to talk this real boxing tonight, man. This is going to be some real talk. Me and Black Horseman is back at it again, man. Did you miss us? Man, we are back, man. This is going to be a hell of a show. This is going to be an epic show, you guys. There's so much to talk about, man. We got Derek Chisora, Dillian Whyte, epic knockout at the end. We got Carl Frampton versus Josh Warrington. Wow, what a finish. We got Jamal Charlo, you guys. Jamal Charlo, okay, versus Matt Korobov. Wow, what a finish to that one as well. And the most controversial fight of the night, you guys. Well, now I'm not going to say the most because both Charlo twins was controversial. You know what I'm saying? They both controversial. I think they were about even, in my personal opinion. But we can get to that later. But Jamal Charlo versus Tony Harrison, okay? And another thing, you guys, I got a special guest coming in at the top of the hour, okay? A special guest, okay? The head trainer of Jarrett Hurd. Yes, you guys. Ernesto Rodriguez will be stopping through, you guys. All right? Ernesto Rodriguez has a lot of words for you fans out there that were hating on Jarrett Hurd because guess what, you guys? Jarrett Hurd stopped. Go ahead. I'll let you finish, Black Horse.
Tony Harrison.
Yeah.
And Austin Trout.
Man down, nigga.
Man down. Strap season.
Strap season, man. Smash that like button, you guys, man. We got a full deck. You know, we got so much to talk about and future fights coming up. This is gonna be a Christmas special, baby. Yes. Smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. Corey Lee Boxing, X, Black Horseman Promotions, X, Ernesto Rodriguez, and more coming up for you guys at the top of the hour, man. Now let's get straight into it, Black Horseman, man. Let's talk about this Tony Harrison versus Jamal Charlo, man. Then I guess we'll go back to the Korobov, man. But first off, what a fight weekend, man. First of all, let's give it up for the fight weekend, man. It was a great fight weekend, man. I mean, yo, it was some fireworks, man. I can't even lie, man. It was definitely some fireworks, you guys. And, you know, for the majority, dude, it was on free TV, man. Come on, we got to give it up to the free TV. PBC.
Give it up.
PBC. You don't got to have no damn app. You don't got to have no damn subscription. Fox. Free TV, man. Just like you watching the NFL football game, it was on free TV, man. So I was super stoked about that. Super stoked that all you fans are in here. If you got any questions, man, we are in here, man. No Joke in the chat says, let's go, Corey Lee Boxing and Black Horseman. They are hyping the chat, man. They missed the Black Horseman and Corey Lee Boxing duo. We're back, baby. We are back. And boy, did we pick a good time to come back, didn't we, Black Horseman?
Absolutely.
You know, so we're going to get straight into it, man. You know, we're going to get straight into it, man. We're going to get straight into the fire, okay? The controversy, man. You know what I'm saying? First off, Black Horseman, how have you been? How's the family? I mean, how have you been, man? I haven't talked to you in a couple weeks, a week or two, man. So how you been doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Family's doing good. How about you and your family, man? The little one.
Yeah, man. Everybody's doing good, man. You know, I'm blessed, man. You know, and I'm just grateful, man. You know, the holiday weekends are coming through. God is good.
It's been a busy holiday, man.
Big holiday weekend. You know, and I'm just to be honest with you guys, I'm truly, I'm grateful. You know, I'm grateful. You know, like I said, you get everybody in the world could, you know, they always strive to have more. So, you know, like I said, man, thank you guys again too for these donations these past weekends. It's gonna help me go to these guys' camps and stuff like that, man. And let's get straight into it. I'm gonna say one thing though, you guys. I'm gonna say one thing straight up right now, you guys. that right now, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I think Jarrett Hurt's Stockton just went at an all-time high, baby. God damn, yo.
Yeah. And you know, he seemed disappointed, man, that Jamel lost. That kind of surprised me. I was like, man, he really wanted that fight. He really wanted that unification bout with Jamel Charlo, man.
Well,
And
go ahead and let it rip, man. You know, like I said, I'm going to get some water, man. Let everybody know how you've been doing. You know, break down this Jamel Charlo fight, and I'm coming straight back. Let them know, Black Horseman. My brother, let it rip.
I'm doing great, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody that's tuning in. For the ones that's going to watch this, that's not watching it live, smash the like button, leave a comment, let us know your thoughts on the particular topics for the day, man. But yes, I definitely got an opportunity to tune in and watch that fight. A lot of people was out there screaming conspiracy, robbery, and a lot of y'all don't know shit about boxing, man. You absolutely don't know shit about boxing. If you feel like that was a robbery, I think that two of the judges had it exactly right. 115, 113 is what I had it for Tony Harrison. And I mean, Jamel Charlo, he fought the same way I've seen him fight the last few fights, man. He was loading up on the shots. One thing about Jamel and both Charlos, they don't really have no head movement, man. I seen Jamel Charlo, he had his guard low below his chin. And when you in there with a guy who's tall, you know, got long reach, you know, it's gonna be a problem, man. He's gonna be firing that jab. If you got a low guard and no head movement, you're gonna get hit every time. And I seen another channel, man, a guy named Boxing Know It All. Salute to him. He was saying something that was very key. Tony Harrison was throwing a lot of power jabs, which means like when he was landing the jab, it was clear. You seeing Jamel's head snap back every time he was pretty much landing it because it was fast and he was throwing it, you know, at different angles and things like that. And I've always stated that I already knew Jamel was going to have trouble with Tony Harrison. He always has issues with great boxers, guys that are not going in there to knock you out, but they're going in there to win rounds. And that was the way Tony Harrison fought. He wasn't fighting to knock out Jamel. He was fighting him. He fought to outbox him. He came up with a good game plan. He fought on the outside. There was times where Jamel had success, though. He was able to you know, cut off the ring at times. But he ate a lot of shots coming in. You know, the jab was landing at will. The right hand was there as well. And he did not go to the body, man. He did not. That was the difference between Jamel facing Harrison and Hurd facing Harrison. Jarrett Hurd knew that he could not outbox Tony Harrison. He knew that. He seen it in the first couple rounds, like, hey, this dude, his boxing ability, his speed, and you know, his skills is more superior than mine. So what I got to do, I'm gonna have to eat some of them shots. I got to get on the inside, and I got to start breaking him down. And that's how Jarrett Hurd has pretty much won 3 of his last 4 fights. You know, in my opinion, he did it against Laura, he did it against Harrison, and he did it against Trout. He broke these guys down because these guys, in my opinion, were better boxers than him. But he used his advantages, his strengths to his advantage. And he was able to get on the inside, slow his opponents down by going to the body. He did have to eat a lot of punches, but eventually he was able to slow his opponent down. And Harrison was pretty much at the same gear the whole fight. Jamel was not able to slow Jamel down at all. He was not able to break him down. And he did not make any adjustments, man. He did not make any adjustments. It was the same. It was pretty much the same way almost every round. The last 2 rounds, we seen the fade. But it came late, a lot later than we usually see it, because Tony Harrison in previous fights, we've seen this guy fade maybe about like 5th, 6th round and so on and so forth. But yeah, I think that the judges had it right. A lot of guys are screaming robbery, but all 3 judges had it unanimous, man. Unanimous for Tony Harrison. So people were screaming robbery, but this was a PBC event, right? But the shit was not in Detroit, you know, it was at the Barclays. So you know, this was at a neutral location, and this was a PBC event. And you know, I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And the judges liked what the better work of Tony Harrison. I did as well. You know, did I want to see the Charlos lose? No, no. I've had my criticism about these guys, so on and so forth. But when I'm watching the fight, I can take my emotions out of the equation and just analyze what's going on and score round by round. Same thing when I seen Deontay Wilder and Fury. I'm a Wilder fan. Of course, I did not want to see him lose or nothing like that. But my honest scorecard was 114, 112 for Tyson Fury. Cause I'm not biased like that, man. I got to keep it 100. You know what I mean? Now, I wasn't upset with the draw because some of the rounds was early, you know, well, it was kind of close early on, but that's just how the judges saw it. And I respected that. You know, this is the way the judges saw this fight. I respected that. And I actually had the same scorecard. I had 7 rounds to 5 for Tony Harrison. And but I felt like Tony Harrison was definitely doing the better work. There was some times where you know, Jermell Charlo was able to land his jab, but he didn't land it enough. He keeps coming in there with the mentality like I gotta get a knockout. This is my headline. I gotta look good, you know, and this kind of backfired on him, man. Like I think that you know, I'm gonna get to the comments in a second, but I just think that Jermell, you know, it's kind of a slap in the face because he was super duper cocky. You know, he's talking about Lions, you know, Lions only runs boxing. He was disrespectful to Jared Hurd in his last fight, coming off a long layoff, and it was a tune-up fight. And he was talking about this easy work right here. But I mean, Jared Hurd knocked out the opponent that you went the distance with and lost to. So at the end of the day, you need to be humble. You need to be humble. And I think that we've seen that, and I already knew this about Jamil. He struggles against boxers, outside fighters, guys who fight on the outside. Now, if you coming towards him, I think that that's you know, stylistically that suits him better. He fights good off the back foot. But when he got to come forward, he's walking into shit. He's definitely walking into shit, man. And hey, people can say whatever they want to say about me or anybody else who agrees with the decision. You know, this ain't got nothing to do with hate, you know, because there's some people out here, some channels, they only fucking talk about 3 or 4 fighters that they like. You know, I watch the whole sport. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of the sport as a whole. So when it comes to just scoring rounds by round and the more active fighter, the more accurate puncher, you know, and guys who winning the more rounds, hey, you got to score it like it is, you know, and I feel like they had it, they gave it to the right guy, and everybody want to talk about conspiracy and all of that, but I'm gonna let it be known, man. Congratulations to Tony Harrison, the new WBC champion, super welterweight champion. You know, and it goes to show, man, it don't matter about your motherfucking losses. You know, you can take a loss, 2 losses, and bounce back, man. And he came in with the right game plan. He was in shape, and he did not allow the hype and everything that people were saying about Jermell and what Jermell was saying to him and all that to distract him. He
All
came
right,
with a
I'm
game
back,
plan.
man. I am back, and we are in full effect. Black Horse Promotion. You know what time it is. Put the family up. This might get X-rated. I mean, you know, might get censored. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm trying to keep it. You know, I'm trying to keep it. You know, PG, but you know, PG-13 could possibly happen. I'm just saying. So I'm just warning you guys. Cause I know we're gonna have the Charlo twin fanboys. You know what I'm saying? They're called the Charlo twin fanboys. They're actually in the fan club in your nearest Texas route. Okay. So you know, definitely check that out. We got, man, I mean, it's just so much to talk about, Black Horseman. So right now, you guys, if you guys are in the chat, definitely hit that like button, definitely hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna put right now on my Instagram that me and Black Horseman are live right now, so there'll be more people to know about it. Like, because I know you guys aren't getting you guys' notifications. But right now, how do you feel about the Jermell Charlo versus Charlo fight right now, you guys? I'm gonna read the chat real quick, and then I'm gonna go straight to you, Black Horseman, because I want to. Like I said, I'm just getting back, so I really want to hear what you guys got to say. Daniel, what's up in the chat? Fred Thompson, Ronald Finkley, what's happening? Ronald Finkley, what's up, bro? Who you guys putting in time out? AD have been putting time out by Ronald Finkley. What did AD say? What the hell did AD say? Black fight fan will be devastated after blowing all that smoke up Charlo's ass like most of the LDBC. Where? Hey, Ronald Finkley, you don't got to put him in timeout for that, dude. Straight up, man. He's speaking his mind, man.
Anybody that say something against LDBC.
Ronald Finkley, nah, man. This ain't LDBC over here, man. I'm on my own right here, Ronald Finkley.
I had to block the nigga from my channel.
I'm on my, hey, Ronald Finkley, I don't got no disrespect. You've been one of my brothers for a long time, dog. I'm telling you right now that Corley boxing stands on his own. Okay? AD, I'm ready to give you a wrench, dog. You don't even gotta say nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're not gonna disrespect anybody that's on my panel, even if they are in the LDBC. You're not gonna disrespect anybody that's on my panel. But like I said, saying something like that, dog, like what? I mean, shit, you know, Black Fight fan loves the Charlo twins. He's from Texas. Right. It is what it is. What did he say wrong, dog? Like, come on, man. We putting people in timeout for no reason. AD been coming on my show for a minute, man. Like, come on, man. Like, yo, this is a diverse channel, man. He is telling the truth. They are gonna be mad tomorrow when they do their show or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. It was a tough decision, you know. But at the same time, dog, you got to be a realist, Ronald Finkley. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Hashman Boxing, you right, bro. Matter of fact, I caught a clip of Black Fight Fan. He actually kept it 100 on Jamel. I didn't even watch the whole clip, but he actually kept it 100. You know what I'm saying? Said that they both didn't look good. So, I mean, at least he kept it honest. You know, but yeah, like you said,
good,
Corey.
Ronald Finkley. Like I said, Ronald Finkley, you good, my brother. AD says October 4th, until they beat world-class fighters, then I will rate them and big up Corey Lee Boxing, speaking unbiased boxing talk. Salute. Thank you so much, AD. That means a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. For real shit, man. Hashman Boxing says Black Fight Fan is funny and real. He said the Charlos look bad. Okay, that's what's up then.
He said that.
I ain't see that. Like I said, that's what's up. That's salute to Black Fight Fan. That's what's up. You know, that's an unbiased statement if he did say that. Like Absolutely. I said, I don't really watch the show, so I wouldn't know. But you guys say that you watch the show, so that's what he said. So, hey, if that's what he said, salute to him. You know, like I said, man, but, you know, I've listened to their show before, and they are really high on both Charlos and, you know, Errol Spence and Deontay Wilder. That's, you know, they talk about those subjects a hell of a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But salute to those guys. They putting in work. And like I said, man, they're brothers that's doing this shit, man. So I got respect for them, even if I don't agree with them dudes all the time. Because I damn sure don't agree with them dudes all the time. And that's a fact. AD says October 4th, you got a little bit of a problem with any mediocre fighter that's saying he's gonna beat this killer. Then that one, when the truth is Charlo will do nothing to any champion at 154 or 160. Yeah, man. So right now, you guys, we're gonna get right to it, man. Okay, no joke in the chat says I feel like I was sold a lie. I bet that Charlo would KO Harrison. After that fight, I'm not hating the decision. I'm just hating that I was on the hype train. Wow, no joke. Man, I gotta salute you, my brother. Because a lot of fans would not say what you just said, man. That they were on the Charlo hype train, man. That's yo, that takes a lot of courage to say that, to even come out and say that you were on the hype train. You know how many fans out there that would never tell us that they were on the hype train? I mean, it's just not gonna happen. They're not gonna tell us. You know, that takes a lot. That's kudos to you, no joke, in the chat, because I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, man. A lot of people ain't gonna do that. Fight time. Fred Thomas says, to me, her was relived that that Charlo lost. I could see in his eyes. I mean, yeah, but shit. But like I told you guys keep saying that Charlo was effed up because of his brother's decision against Tony Harrison. Matt Korobov took this fight on a 1 week notice. On a 1 week notice.
Right.
God damn. Ain't nobody bringing that shit up, man. You guys are talking and saying you guys are pretty much going clean over that shit, dog. Like, you guys are going clean over that shit. Like, that shit ain't never happened. Like, this dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't, like, dude, yeah, he was supposed to fight somebody else, you know, but he was gonna fight a tune-up, you know? Ever since he got, you know, fought Andy Lee in 2014, he ain't been, first of all, he only had 4 fights since 2014. Okay? That's number one. Number two, you know, like I said, he has not been that active. And number three, this dude Korobov was ready to face somebody totally different, you know? Totally different. So yes, he did take the Jamal Charlo fight on a 1-week notice. Okay? So I think it all evens itself out. No excuses for nobody. Matt Korobov took that fight on a 1-week notice. Jamal Charlo's brother, Jamal Charlo, pretty much got a decision that he was not feeling. And his brother took an L and he started crying in the locker room and he was fucked up over that shit because he thought him and his brothers were going to go undefeated their whole career. If you want to get technical, both Charlo should have took a fucking L last night. Both of them. Both of them, dog. And I'm standing firm on that shit.
I've heard quite a few people say that, man.
Real shit, dog. Don't keep giving me that shit that these Charlo twins, they had a bad night, but they deserve to win. No, when you have a bad night, that means you look bad. That means the judges can see that shit. One judge had it 119 to 108 for Charlo in the Korobov fight. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 119 to 108. This dude ain't give Korobov no round. Damn near.
That's ridiculous, dog.
119 to 108. If you trying to tell me that won't rigged up in some way, shape, or form, dude, I'm not believing that shit at all. That was a paid referee. I need to check him. Guarantee you hook him up to a lie detector test. He ain't passing shit. Did you get paid extra for this fight? Yes. Did you get paid to score for Charlo to win? Yes. Guaranteed, man. 119 to 108. You didn't even try to cover the joint up with a 115, 113 scorecard. You were just wide open with the joint. Ain't no way in hell Korobov gonna get the decision. Like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck, man? Look, Poe Johnson in chat says, I had it Korobov 8-4. And that's respectable. That's respectable, man. That's respectable, man. I can see you having that, man. Vinny says, stay on their head, Corey Lee Boxing. I got to. Who else is going to? Fred Thomas says Korobov had nothing to lose. 1 week notice. That's what I'm saying. And these are facts. Facts. Hashman says 119 to 108. He's laughing heavy. It just doesn't make any sense, man. It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense, man. Hashman says, I had it 114 a draw. I wouldn't even be mad at a draw. You wouldn't even hear me blowing up today about a draw. But one judge had it 119, 108. A judge that was calling the fight had it like this. Not an outside judge. A judge that affected the fight. 119, 108. Black Horseman. What are your thoughts? Damn. But matter of fact, let's get back into that in a minute. Jamal Charlo, Tony Harrison. Who do you feel won, Black Horseman? We in it right now. We going hard right now.
Yeah, my personal scorecard, I had Tony Harrison 115, 113. That was my scorecard, man. I felt he landed. He had a crucial power jab. I felt he landed more of the shots. He fought to win rounds. He didn't fight to try to knock Jamel out. You know, he went in there with a game plan, and Jamel was just walking in the shit, man. He was walking in the shit the whole night. I think his You know, better of his work was like towards late. You know, I think 11 and 12th round. He had a good 12th round or whatnot. But
yeah.
115, 113 was my scorecard, man. It ain't got nothing to do with
Hey,
no
Ronald
conspiracy.
Finkley, man, you got a lot to say in the chat. How did you feel it? How did you have a fight? Tony Harrison versus Jermell Charlo. How did you have it, Ronald Finkley? How did you have it, my brother?
You already know that. He'll go LDBC.
You know, how did you have it? No, putting bias aside, Ronald Finkley. I know you're a Charlo fan. I know you are a huge Charlo fan, and Earl Spence and Deontay Wilder. We know that about you, Ronald Finkley. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Okay? Who did you have winning and why? And break down the fight, Ronald Finkley. Can we get your thoughts on it for once? I want to hear how you truly feel. All right? You're saying run it back in the chat. No, I want to know how you had the Tony Harrison Jermell Charlo fight, and I want to know what you scored it as. Okay, and if anybody in the chat wants to weigh in on that and what you had it and what you scored it, let us know. I will shout you out and I will read your chat. Okay, you guys. AD says I had it 115, 113 Harrison. Wow. Okay. Poe Johnson says Jermell fighting like Spence ain't working for him. Yeah, see, you got to understand. Earl Spence had, you know, a really good amateur career as well. You know, he had a pretty damn good amateur career. And he got, you know, Earl Spence has, you know, Earl Spence had pretty much gotten a lot of sparring in with variety of different fighters. You know, I don't know if Jermell Charlo and Jamal Charlo have gotten a lot of sparring in with different type of fighters. I know for a fact that Earl Spence have been to the Mayweather Boxing Club and fought a lot of guys over there. There's a lot of work over there. I've never heard of Jermell Charlo or Jamal Charlo going to the Mayweather Boxing Club. These are facts I'm telling you. I've never heard of it, you know. And I think by now, if they would have went, I would have heard of it. Oh, you know, Mayweather Boxing Club fighters over there would have been like, oh yeah, I sparred Jermell and Jamal Charlo. They don't say that. They always say they sparred Earl Spence. They always say that, you know. So that's another thing to think about, you guys. Sparring is key, you know. Sparring is key, you know. But you know one thing you can't blame is that neither fighter had an injury. Jermell Charlo or Jamal Charlo have not been talking about it. Oh, I had an injury going into this fight. You know, I can't believe I almost lost or I lost or whatever. And in a telltale sign, you guys, that I really got to bring up, you guys. I really got to bring it up, Black Horseman. Jermell Charlo said that I know that I gave a couple rounds away. He said that out of his own mouth.
Shit, no, Horace Harrison took them shits. But yeah.
You said what?
Harrison took them shits.
That's what I'm saying. He was like, you know, he was like, yeah, you know, such and such. You know, I know I gave a couple rounds away, you know, such and such, but I think I won the fight and all that. But listen, if you look at it, listen, you guys, just being a fan, not being a biased fan, but just being a fan. If you look at Jermell Charlo's body language, okay, when they were ready to read the scorecards out and right after the fight was over, he didn't raise his hand. He didn't act like he was winning the fight. He didn't even act like he won the fight. This is body language I'm talking about, fellas.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. This is things that we have to take into accountability. You feel me, Black Horseman?
Yeah.
October 4th says, Koed Lee Boxing, I love your passion for the sport, bro. You are one of several channels that I love, but your channel, the most enthusiasm for it out of all of them. I love it. Thank you so much, October 4th, man. It means a lot to me, man. Thank you for showing your support, man. That really means a lot to me, man. You know, and that chick goes amped up when Black Horseman comes through. I get a little amped up too, though. But Daniel Johnson says, I can roll with that, but you can say that same thing. He says, but you can say that same thing for Canelo Alvarez. This is what I'm reading, you guys. I'm not misreading this. This is what Daniel Johnson said. He says, you can say, I guess he meant to say, you can say that same thing for Canelo versus Lara. He says some nights you have the judges, other times you walk in down on the cards. Korobov did look solid though. But you can't, that's another thing, Daniel Johnson. You can't blame that joint on the judges for the Jamal Charlo versus Korobov fight. You know? And to be honest with you guys, man, shit, being that they twins, being that what, they are a minute apart from each other, dude, the way that fight went down, Black Horseman, I truly feel that all in all, neither twin can be mad. Because guess what? One twin took an L and the other twin got a gift decision. So what are you mad about?
Damn.
You feel me?
Right.
I mean, right now, you had Tony Harrison winning or losing?
No, I had Tony Harrison winning, man.
So you had Tony Harrison win. Why did you have Tony Harrison winning? And if you guys are coming in, you guys, please smash that like button, you guys. It helps with the visibility of the show, and it shows a lot of people that we're in here talking this boxing, baby. Go ahead, Black Horseman. Let it rip, my brother.
I honestly felt he won the majority of the rounds, man.
Why, though?
I don't think that Jamel was really letting his hands go. He was walking into a lot of shit. The jab was the key in the fight. Like I stated earlier, I think when you went to go get a water or whatever, this guy was walking to a bunch of power jabs, man. It was clear shots that was popping his head back. You seen it, pretty much every round. And he was getting countered upstairs, with the right hand. And every time Jamel tried to load up, because he was loading up a lot, Tony Harrison was catching him, man. It was either the jab or the counter with the right hand. And I feel like Jamel didn't implement a body attack. Otherwise, he would have slowed down Tony Harrison. And that was what the difference between Hurd when he fought him. Hurd was like, man, I can't outbox this fool. So I got to take some shots, but I got to get on the inside and break him down to the body. And it was able to slow Tony Harrison down, and he was able to drop, stop him in the later rounds. But Jamel Charlo don't have an inside game like that. He don't have a body attack. Certain things that, like, he talking about he wanted to face Mayweather, but he don't even do Mayweather type shit. Mayweather actually goes to the body. He jabs you to the body when you're trying to relax, So he was just headhunting the whole time and loading up on all his shit, and not boxing to win rounds. He was boxing to knock him out. And that's why Tony Harrison came out on top. Like, even Tony Harrison said this shit, like, man, fighting just to knock somebody out, like, I don't know. He said, I don't know who that's gonna work on. Like, he said that shit after the fight, especially he's talking about like somebody at the top level, somebody who's been in there with what I'm saying, in them big fights. And I just think Tony Harrison, man, he did better work in there, man. Counter punching, controlling them with the jab, fighting on the outside, being very, very smart, and not making those stupid mistakes, man.
Yeah. Man, right now, you guys can break it down. Tony Harrison, I truly feel that Tony Harrison was pumping out that jab very well against Jamel Charlo. I feel like Charlo didn't have any answer for that jab. Not only was he pumping out that jab, ladies and gentlemen, he was pumping out that jab and he was snapping the head back constantly of Charlo. I mean, Charlo's head was constantly getting snapped back like I've never seen in any other fight that he's fought. Okay? He was taking stiff jabs to the mouth, okay? Right in his mouth. And to be honest with you, he had no answer for Tony Harrison's jab, okay? Tony Harrison has an extensive amateur pedigree, okay? And he has very good boxing fundamentals, okay? Okay? He's from that Crunk Gym era, okay? So you've got to take that into accountability when you're talking about this guy, okay? And it's one of those type of things, you guys, where, I mean, dude, you got to understand, man, when we talking boxing, you guys, one thing I don't want you guys to know is this is a biased channel, okay? We go into the fight open-minded, okay? If Charlo would outbox or would have just had a great night, we would have said that, okay? That did not happen, okay? He looked bad last night. Both Charlos looked bad last night. Okay? And shit, if you look bad, right, Black Horseman, 9 times out of 10, if you look bad, guess what? The referees are gonna see that, right?
Absolutely.
So how do you feel about the decision, Black Horseman? Were you in shock? I'm gonna be honest before you answer that. I was in shock that the referees actually got it right for once, or even got it close to being right. You know, but I thought that Tony Harrison could have done enough to win that fight. You know, but I also thought that Charlo could have done enough to win that fight. So it was one of those type of situations, you guys, where it was like I was kind of stuck in the middle because I could have. To be honest with you, I truly thought that fight was a draw. You know, but if you had it, you know, 115 to 113, either way, I wouldn't have been mad. You know, I wouldn't have been mad. You know, but luckily, or not even luckily, just my fate has it that pretty much, you know, they went Tony Harrison's way.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I was shocked that they actually got it right, because I feel that was the right scorecard. 115, 113, and 2 of the judges had that. Now if they would have said a draw, I'm just like, okay, you know, I wouldn't have been upset with that. But like I say, my personal scorecard was 115, 113 for Harrison. I felt like Harrison definitely controlled the action, man. Like I say, Jamel was trying his best to get in there, but his defense wasn't sharp. You know, he didn't have no head movement. He was eating too many jabs. And I thought that maybe because you know, a lot of people don't like somebody who would jab you, you know what I'm saying, a whole fight, you know, or win the fight with the jab. Me personally, I do. I just feel like it's scoring. You know, if it's landing, it's scoring. And if somebody jabs you more than you land a hook or uppercut in a round, hey man, I got to get around to the guy who controlled the action, who landed more. And I just felt, you know, through the duration of the fight, Tony Harrison was winning the rounds, man. There was no knockdowns. Matter of fact, I seen him actually buckle Jermell Charlo with a couple right hands. You know, I also seen Jermell land a couple good shots, you know, like an uppercut in the corner, but he couldn't. Jermell, to me, doesn't have really great footwork, you know, as far as cutting off the ring like Jamal do. I think Jamal has great. He's great at cutting off the ring. But the difference was when he fought Korobov, he would cut off the ring good, but when he get in close, that straight left was right there, meeting him. Like, nigga, welcome. You know, hold this one. You know, straight left, right down the middle. But Jermell is not good at cutting off the ring, and then when he does and gets in close, the jab is there, the straight right is there to be hit, especially if it's a guy that's taller than him with longer reach. It's a bad matchup, you know. So, I mean, I was shocked that they got the decision. But, I mean, anybody, in my opinion, that feels Charlo won the fight, I'm like, I don't see it. I mean, draw is the best you can give him, you know. But, like I said, I felt they got the right guy winning, you know.
You feel like that?
No, honestly, that was my scorecard. 115, 113. I felt Tony Harrison definitely won the fight. And I felt he was definitely in full control of the fight, but he made it closer down the stretch. Like 11th and 12th round, he was able to hit Tony Harrison a lot more, because I think Tony Harrison started to fade. But you got to score the whole fight. You know, you can't just, somebody might have 2 good rounds late, you know, and then you say, oh, this guy won the fight because he won 11th and 12th round. Now you got to look at the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt throughout the whole fight, Tony Harrison was in full control, you know, and Jermell made it closer in the last few rounds, you know what I mean? But that made it 115, 113 on my scorecard. And being honest, man, like I didn't want to see these guys get embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? Like look bad on their first headliner event. But I was just being real. I knew Tony Harrison was going to be a problem for him, because we seen Jermell Charlo struggle in the past against good, slick boxers, man. So that's just the fact of the matter, man. And we also seen Jamal struggle against southpaws. He struggled against Trout. You know, he looked really bad in that fight. You know, he was able to pull it out. But and then in this fight, this guy was very, very prepared. I mean, with that 1 week notice, man, this dude must stay, like I said, you know, Corey, like how you stated, he must stay in the gym, you know, just ready. You can't just pull up on him and say, hey, man, We got a 1 week fight for you. So, all right, I'm ready. I've been ready.
I know, right?
Because he went the whole distance, man. And he was his. I seen him kind of now in this fight, in that particular fight, I actually gave Jamal. I had him edging it. You know, maybe I need to rewatch that fight, but I clearly had Tony Harrison winning against Jamel, but I had Jamal actually edging it out because I felt like down in the later half of the fight.
Oh, so you had Jamal Charlo winning the second fight with Korobov. You had Jamal Charlo winning that fight.
Yeah, actually,
where did you win, dog? We need to break this all the way down. I can't wait to talk to you about this. So what's going on there?
So, you know, I ain't perfect. I'm not the best scorer in the world. Like I said, I felt Tony Harrison definitely beat Jamel. I felt that the fight was close between Jamal and Korobov, man. I felt like in the first half of the fight, I felt like out of those first 5 or 6 rounds, the first 5 rounds, I think I had like 3-2 for Korobov. Or the first 6 rounds, probably 4-2 for Korobov. And then in the later half of the fight, I saw how Jamal was able to, even though he was getting hit with them straight lefts in between the rounds, he was able to start landing his jab. He started finding the range for his jab, and he started going downstairs as well. I even seen him start implementing the body shot with the right hook. And you know, he was able to.
Do you truly feel? Oh, what's up, Actual Facts? What's going on, my brother?
What's up, my brother?
What's going on?
What's up, my
He
brother?
snapped through. He said he want to get his 2 cents in, man. It's a crazy
I said something about
weekend,
Jamal. Hold up.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, finish your thought, man.
But yeah, I just felt like down the last half of the fight, he was able to implement the right hook to the body. He was able to jab to the body. Jab upstairs was starting to land as well, and he was pressing the action, coming forward. And I felt his punches was cleaner, and he started to hit him a lot more. And I seen him, he started to break him down. And you seen in the 12th round how he literally almost knocked him out, knocked him down because the punches. There was accumulation of punches that was already breaking Korobov down to what by the time it got to the 12th, he was already practically ready to go. But I felt Charlo, kind of ran out of gas, and it came just too late. Same thing with like Wilder with Fury. Like he just ran out of gas. Like he probably could have finished him, but it was nothing left in the tank. But I felt like down the stretch, Jamal could have edged it out, probably the same score, 115-113. But I think a draw could have probably been the best, best decision. That 119-108 shit, that shit is trash. He need whoever that judge is, need to be kicked in his ass with some cowboy boots, nigga. That's all I got.
Yeah, I gotta wholeheartedly disagree with you, my brother, because I feel Korobov won that fight, man, hands down, man. Like that was just a very bad.
What was your score?
For me, I had Korobov 7-5.
Oh, okay. Well, it's close. Yeah, it's close.
It was close, but I think Korobov did more. He pressed the action a little bit more, man. He made more miss. He had the body attack. He had that jab, that straight left.
I'll watch it again, actually, man. Maybe I had a little bit because I actually like Jamal better than Jamel, man. But
because he was setting up traps, man, and he was using Moore's best weapon, which is jab, against him. He was timing it. It looked like Moore was doing the same thing Mel was doing in the middle rounds. He was telegraphing the jab, and Korobov was timing it and catching him with that straight left, just right down the pipe, man. And it was just he could not avoid it at all. Like he didn't have an answer for it. He looked frustrated. He kept getting frustrated and kept winging his shots. He just started winging it. He was almost doing the same thing that Mel was doing. It was kind of like a repeat.
I might be wrong on that fight, man. I might be wrong on that. You know what I'm saying?
Moore at the end, I gotta agree with you. At the end, Moore, man, he could have.
I'm telling you guys, though, I'm trying to tell both of you guys, Korobov won the fight, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
I told Black, yesterday I was like, man, Korobov won that, man. That was a bad decision, And I don't know, man.
But you actually felt Jamel won, though, right?
When? No, Mel? No, he didn't. No.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, Mel, no. He lost that too, man. What I was saying was, if they trying to say, Moore had a UD, then Mel definitely lost that fight before, you know. So I don't know, man. It's just it was a fix, I think, man. It was like, you know what, Mel lost tonight. We got to give one to Maul. You know, we can't have both of them losing.
They like one of you twin niggas gonna lose tonight. No, hey, my question to both of y'all, man. You know, do y'all feel Jamel can bounce back, and what fight should he take, you know, right now? Like, what's the best fight? Because I don't think he needs to take like a, you know, go to you know, lower competition. I think he needs to get in there and stay competitive. But who should he fight right now? Do y'all think he'll come back and reclaim a strap?
I feel like he could fight maybe J-Rock, you know,
I'm
or
gonna
Harrison.
be straight up with you guys. Hold on, I don't want to cut you off. Actual fact thing. I truly think that, you know, it was a great week of boxing, and I feel like, you know, a lot of fans, not because I had to go. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I had to go back and rewatch the Charlo versus Harrison fight. Okay. I had to rewatch it. You know, the reason why I had to rewatch it, you guys, is because I was listening to the Fox, you know, guys commentating. And dude, let me tell you, man.
Terrible.
Oh my God. I mean, that
Terrible,
shit just is like, I mean, you know, enough is enough.
Bias.
You know, enough
bro.
is enough. It was enough is enough. It was, you know, it wasn't the best that I've ever seen. It was, I mean, just commentating overall this whole weekend, you know, especially for the who's Mark Kriegel work for, you guys? Was it the Carl Frampton fight? Did he cover that fight, Mark Kriegel? Which one was on ESPN? I think it was on the ESPN Plus app, if I'm not mistaken. Who isn't he on that app now? I don't know, but Mark Kriegel was saying some wild shit. I couldn't remember what fight it was on, but it was awful. But anyways, I had to go rewatch the Harrison Charlo fight. When I rewatched it, I picked Harrison to win by, well, I picked it as a draw. At first, my first thought was Charlo got robbed because I was listening to the commentary most of the time as I'm still trying to, you know, do my 1-2. But, you know, in between rounds, I mean, they're having Charlo up, dude. Like, I think they had him winning 117, 111. I'm like, dude, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. The jab alone won Tony Harrison at least, you know, at least 5 rounds with the jab alone. There was no knockdowns in the fight, right?
No.
So that's another reason why, man. You didn't get any special points for the knockdown being, you know. But all in all, actual facts, and Black Horseman, I had it a draw for the first fight. The second fight, I had Korobov up 7-5. Even after that, you know, I had him up by 3 rounds, and then, you know, that last round, he Charlo made it a lot closer. I mean, a little bit closer, but you could have. Some people might have, you know, some people might have judged that last round a 10-8 round. You know, which is very hard to do when there was no knockdown. You know, because he did not get knocked down, but
did get hurt bad though.
He did get hurt very badly. But he was still throwing. You know, but like I said, what do you guys think? And, you know, what do you guys take away from this weekend? First of all, actual facts, welcome. What do you think about the first fight? Tony Harrison versus Charlo. Who do you think won? Why?
I think Harrison won. I'm damn sure.
What'd you say? I can't hear you.
I think Harrison won, but not by a unanimous decision. I think it was a split decision. It could have been a draw, though, too. But I think it was a split decision for Harrison, man. I don't think that was a unanimous decision, you know, because, you know, Charlo did hurt him, and you know, during the end of the fight.
Hello, what'd you say? Can you hear him, Black Horseman?
Oh,
he's starting to fade out, bro.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you better now.
Sorry. It's fading to black, but
yo, chill, yo.
Actual facts. Yep.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Shout out to the chat. We're gonna get to the chat in a minute, you guys. I can't wait to hear what you guys got to say. Was it a robbery? Is the big question, you guys. Was it a robbery? Was it, was it what everybody's making it to be? Do we need to go on there? How do they say it? Do we need to go on what they're saying? Pretty much their narrative. Isn't that what a lot of Charlo fans want us to think, that is their narrative, that it was a robbery? Is that what you guys think they're saying? I'm getting some feedback in the back from you, Actual Facts. What are you saying on Actual Facts?
The first fight was not a robbery, okay? That was really a split decision, or it could have been a draw. The second fight, that was a robbery. That second fight was a robbery.
I know, bro. Like, come on, man. Break down that first fight for everybody in the chat. Hello, Actual Fact. I guess he left.
Yeah, I can't.
Nigga left?
Yo, he in and out. Like, he says two things and then he left. Yeah, we come back to you. What, you busy right now? We'll come back to you.
Yeah.
All right, but Black Horseman, back to this, you guys. Everybody in the chat, let me read some of these chats, you guys. If you guys have anything to say right now, is a good time to say it in the chat. Please say it. Say what you got to say. Ronald Finkley says clear. Let me hear what Ronald Finkley has to say, because I asked him a question a little while back. Let me see if he answered it.
You gotta be careful, man. The LDBC might be watching you, bro.
Ronald.
Careful.
Chill. Ronald, chill. Oh, Ronald Finkley says, wow, I have to watch this Harrison versus Charlo fight. You mean to tell me you didn't even watch it and you put somebody in timeout for talking about it?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, Ronald.
Hold on.
Oh, Ronald. Yo, who said that? Yo, somebody said, what shit is that? Yo.
For real, Ronald?
Yo.
Wait a minute. Ronald didn't even watch the fight and he put people on timeout. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, man. He put dude in timeout for talking and shit, man.
Coke's a hell of a drug.
Harrison, man.
I gotta get that drug. For real. You all the way out of there.
Hey, I'm playing, man. Wow. It's all love, man. That's funny, though.
See, man, you can't just clap a nigga because they say something that's anti-LDBC opinion and shit, man. That shit ain't good, bro. That's garbage, homie.
But yeah, man, Ronald Finkley, I just truly think, you're a good dude, man. But come on, man. Enough's enough, man. Come on, Ronald. I mean, you didn't even watch the fight, dude. You putting dudes in timeout, dude. Come on, man. Ronald Finkley says, share Corey Lee boxing on all social media. Real boxing talk, salute. Yeah, but we got to be at you right now, Ronald Finkley. We're at you right now, dude. Damn. It's all love, though, Ronald, man. You a good dude, man, but you get trigger happy. It ain't nothing wrong with that, because to be honest with you, man, you've done more good than you've done bad, on Corey Lee boxing. I gotta state that. But when you're wrong, you're wrong. You can't be putting nobody in timeout, dude, for saying that, Black Fight Fan and all them dudes gonna be mad tomorrow and shit like that, after the fight. And you didn't even watch the fight. You don't even know what they're talking about. You can't even relate to what they're saying right now. So how you gonna put somebody in timeout when you didn't even, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga, man, take the strap from.
And pretty much all they're saying is that they said that Black Fight Fan was going to be mad and that the LDBC is going to be mad, which could be facts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the LDBC like the Charlo twins, and these are facts. I'm not saying anything bad about the LDBC. I have a lot of friends that's in the LDBC. Cali Enigma, World Breaker Fighting, The list goes on, but the list got shorter too over time. But I still got love for them guys. I don't know if CJ's still in the LDBC. I don't know what's going on with that. I know he had his riff with Black Fight Fan. I know they won't see an eye to eye and shit like that. But like I said, if he's still in there, he's one of my boys. And like I said, man, I still got love for most of the guys in the LDBC, man. But like I said, some of the guys in the LDBC we don't see eye to eye. But that's just life. It ain't just because they in the LDBC. It's just life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna agree with people that think that Charlo can't lose to any, that Charlo can beat pretty much. I've seen a dude in the LBC say Charlo can both Charlos can beat Canelo. Like, dude, if you haven't learned anything from this past weekend, dude, you're blind to the fact Canelo is leaps and bounds better than both Charlos. Both of them. on their best night. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Canelo has so much experience, man. He's been in there with elite fighters, A-class fighters.
Yep.
These dudes are barely scraping by B-class fighters.
Canelo's been
the letter B.
With the best ever, man.
Yeah, man. Been in there with the best ever. And one of the judges had it a draw with the best ever.
That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit.
I gotta throw that in there, though. I had to throw that in there. You like how I did that, though, right? You know how I like that did that, though. Oh, Ronald Fink says, thanks, Corley. I said I deleted the comment for being
that nigga Hispanic fan is gonna come.
Oh, it's all good, Ronald Finkley. I never timed him out. Oh, okay, Ronald Finkley. It's all love, man. Like I said, man. But you gotta go watch that fight, Ronald Finkley. You gotta go watch that fight, Ronald Finkley. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go watch the, you know. And you know what? After you watch that fight, Ronald Finkley, let us know what you think, man. Let us know what you think, truly. Put the fucking TV on mute, okay? And watch the fucking fight, dog. Because, dog, that fight right there, dog, if you go, I had to watch the fight twice to score the draw. Because the first time I watched it, listening to them dumbass commentators and, you know, talking and listening to people in the chat, you know, being Charlo fanboys, you know, Charlo's winning, he's doing more punches, but the whole time I'm like, I don't know, man. Harrison's, getting off with that jab, man. He's doing pretty good with that jab. That jab's looking damn good, And you still got fans in the chat saying, nah, man, Charlo, it's all Charlo. Charlo or die, man. Charlo or die, man.
Yeah,
Charlo
there was
twins.
I was looking at some other channels in the comment section. It was like, man, Mel won every round. It's just blind, unconditional love.
Hey, but you know what we gotta realize, man. This is what I realized, man. We coming to the end of 2018.
Oh, Shakur says Canelo beat what prime fighter? Question mark.
What prime fighter?
Laura, Trout. The list goes on, dude. He fought a lot of these fighters in their prime, which that are still fighting now, and that people are still saying that these guys are still good. Okay.
Yeah, listen, I'm not.
Canelo fought.
Canelo
fought a lot of these fighters 3, 4, 5 years ago, dog. Come on.
I'm not big on
this
Canelo,
dude fought. This dude fought. I think he fought Floyd Mayweather. What was he? 22.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's unheard of.
Yeah.
The fuck.
I'm not big on Canelo, man, because Canelo
come on,
be on that
Shakur,
weight.
Tighten up, Shakur. You talking about who is he fought in his prime? Why don't you go to Box Rec and come back and holler at me? How about doing that first?
Come on, Canelo be on that. Canelo be on that catch weight bullshit. This, magical.
Shakur, hey, Abdullah Shakur says Saddam Ali beat Miguel Cotto, bro. Hey man, hey yo man.
He did, but Cotto was already old, bro. Cotto was already
starting to troll on the low though, Shakur. You know what I'm saying? You trolling though on the low a little bit though. Come on, man. Saddam Ali washed up, man. I mean, come on, man. He got washed, dude. VVS1 says Lil Charlo owe me $300, bro. Yo, Ronald Finley said I just came for the news, guys. I respect that you guys are talking about Corley boxing in the panel. I'm just catching up today. I missed everything last night. Damn, bro. Let me get that joint. Oh, you guys go talk. I'll be right back. Go ahead and let actual facts. How do you feel about the Korobov fight?
Oh, man, like I said, man, I think it was a robbery, man. That second fight was definitely a robbery, man. I mean, that should have been Korobov, by split decision easily, Majority or split decision easily to Korobov, man. That last round, yeah, he hurt him really bad, but he fought back. He kept throwing, and he was actually starting to catch Charlo. He got his scruples together, and then he started throwing again and catching Charlo. And then Charlo, as you saw, he kind of like, all right, let me chill because he's kind of a wounded animal, and you know what happens when, wounded animal, he's gonna get you. You know what I mean? They come back. So that last round, yeah, that was Charlo's round, but he didn't get the job done, man. He didn't knock him out. He could have got him out of there, and he didn't. He kept winging the shots. Kind of like how Wilder did in that last round with Fury. especially after when Fury got up. Wilder threw 5 crazy wild, really windmakers, haymakers, windmills or whatever they want to call it. And he threw that like 5 times, man, with all his might and missed them. And that's exactly what Charlo did, man. He started throwing, trying to throw, and even Korobov, as hurt as he was still making a miss, and he just couldn't close the show, man. It was kind of disappointing. I was like, damn, maybe Maul could pull this off and get the knockout. But that last round, that's pretty much his best work. That was that last round for the most part. Wouldn't you
Yeah.
agree, Black?
Yeah, 100% agree with you. But man, what I'm gonna say, man, like what I realized, man, a lot of people don't know shit about boxing, man. Just like how Roger Mayweather used to say, a lot of people don't know shit about boxing. They don't even know how to score rounds, and they don't know shit about
But
boxing.
let me ask you guys this: do you guys think that Jamel Charlo, if you guys had to watch it once or twice, how many other times you had to watch it? Do you guys think that Jamel Charlo, versus Tony Harrison, do you guys think that was a robbery, straight up?
No.
Hell no, nah. You
Nope.
said
You don't think that it was a robbery?
no, hell no.
No.
I seen different channels saying robbery.
No.
And you got other fight fans saying robbery. Had fans in my chat saying robbery. After taking the day off,
Listen.
After it almost being 24 hours later, was it a robbery?
No, it wasn't a robbery. It was a jabbery. Jabbed his fucking face off.
No Joke says it was not a robbery. No,
it was a jabbery. It was a jabbery. Shit out of him.
No, oh, he got the joint. And No Joke says, in fact, surprisingly, best judging I've seen. Wow.
Oh, good comment.
Can you guys answer me this? What were the scorecards in the Charlo versus Harrison fight? Do you guys remember what the judges said?
2 judges had it 115, 113.
I remember that. Okay, I thought that's what I heard. Okay,
which
so
is the same score I had.
That's not bad though.
Yeah.
And then the other judge, I think, had it 116, 112. I think
116, 112, 116 and 112.
That was a fucked up card. I didn't agree with that card.
I agree with the 115, 113.
But did y'all? So let me ask you guys this: if you guys don't think that was a robbery, both of you guys agree, or both of you guys agree with the judges that Tony Harrison won that fight? Do you guys agree on that?
Tony Harrison won, bro.
Yeah, he won that fight. And then
what did you guys have in score? Black Horseman and actual facts. I had it a draw. Corey Lee boxing. Me personally, I had it a draw. I had Tony Harrison. I had it a draw. I had it 6-6 pretty much. But go ahead, Black Horseman. Facts.
I had it 8-4. Harrison.
Actual facts had it 8-4 for Tony Harrison. Why?
Damn,
that's a big margin.
112. Yeah, that's 116, 112. That's what the other judge had it.
Yeah, man, I had it like that, man. It's just the effective
countering. You said you didn't agree with that judge, though, Black Horseman.
No, I have 113. But go ahead.
What'd you say, Black? What'd you say?
I'll wait. Go ahead, actual.
Every time Harrison made him miss, he made him pay.
Right.
Every time.
I agree 100%. I had it a little closer, 115, 113, because I think the last 2 rounds, I gave to Jamel. So I had it a 4-round spread for Harrison. Then them last 2 rounds, I think Jamel came on pretty strong. But people kind of get excited and think that because somebody have 2 strong rounds that see, he won. But nah, you got to score it every round, man. You got to score the whole fight.
I ain't gonna front, man. He had Harrison in trouble those last 2 rounds, and that's why I said last night I wouldn't have been mad if it was a draw, and it would have been a gift draw because Harrison won the majority of the rounds except the 11th and 12th round. Charlo hurt him pretty bad. He had kind of he had him weary. You could tell Harrison was looking like how Hurd had him looking at the end of their fight. He looked weary. He started backing up a lot. But he was still catching Charlo coming in. Still. Even while he was hurt, he was still catching him flush,
bro,
flush with the jab and the counter.
You have to be you have to be like Ray Charles to not see them flush shots, man. every time he was coming in.
Either you gotta be Ray Charles or you gotta be fucking sleeping with Jamel Charlo to think he won
Oh, shit.
that fucking fight. You know what I mean? Like you got some vested interest in him.
Oh
that,
my God.
that you think he won that fight. No, he did not. Not a robbery.
God damn. This nigga.
You know what I mean? So just man, I went there. So
she was crazy. Who was it? I think this nigga Red says it felt like a robbery because I believe the hype. Yeah, man. A lot of people believe the hype, man. You know, and like Corey Lee Boxing said, man, if you was listening to the commentators, if you really influenced by commentary, man, you really would have thought Charlo won that fight. You know, I mean, thankfully that, you know, we've been doing this so long and listening to commentary, and this is why, you know, certain guys like Corey Lee Boxing and many others go live during the fights, because people don't like to hear the commentary from these fucking networks because they're so damn biased most of the time, to where you just want to hear somebody call it right down the middle, you know. And here's somebody else's different perspective who's not being paid by PBC or Showtime or HBO. They can just actually be, as a fan, look at the fight, call it how they see it, you know. And
but do you guys think that half of the fans out there, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, for a lot of fans that call that a robbery, you know, which I truly thought when I first watched it the first time, I was like, you could have gave it to Charlo, you know. But then I'm like, well, you know, I wouldn't have been mad at a draw. I was like, I wouldn't have been mad at a draw. You know,
it was no way. I think that it would have been a robbery if you would have gave the victory to Jamel.
For real?
He did not win the
For
fight.
real?
Yeah, that would have been a robbery. If he would have got the victory, that would have been a robbery.
That's a robbery.
What?
That's a robbery. Yeah.
Harrison, it's either a victory, 115, 113 for Harrison, or you could say a gift draw, you know, and he keeps his belt. But like I said, I mean, it was unanimous, man. All the judges, none of those judges seen Jamel winning that fight. And it's funny, man, you got all these.
Oh, no joke says that's why I'm here. I need more knowledge. Ha ha ha. Because I was told a lie with these Charlo twins. Dude, no joke. I made it my fucking job to make sure that everybody that watches Corey Lee Boxing knew that the Charlos were in for a stern test this weekend. If you've been following my channel all week, you would have known. Upset alert. Yeah. I had the sirens going off all weekend. I mean, all week.
And you know what? 2 months leading up to the fight.
And I was and look, actual facts and Black Horseman, I was one of the only guys that was doing this shit, dog. Nobody said nothing about Korobov. Nobody. They're saying, he's gonna knock him out in the third round. Andy Lee touched him up. He's gonna knock him out in the third round.
Yo, but remember when we was on live and we talked about like 2 months ago saying that why is Mel not the main event? Mel and Harrison not the main event, because that was the better fight than a Monroe and Maul fight.
But let me ask you guys this. Do you guys think that Willie Monroe would have been a better fight than do you guys think that Willie Monroe would have been a better fight than Matt Korobov?
Yo, Black, you got that sound bite or that the pastor singing "Hell to the no"? No.
I need that.
Hell to the no, man.
Hell to the no.
Hell to the no.
Fuck no. I think Jamal would stop Willie Monroe. He would stop him.
Yeah, he would have fucking slept that bitch easy.
But I had some fight fans that was saying that, dude, this would have been, you know what I'm saying? This was the fight that go down.
Nah. Yeah, somebody would have went down all right. It would have been Willie. He'd been asleep.
So after watching all the fights, man, what's next for these? I'm going to let you guys break it down, man. Go ahead and break it all the way down. Can Korobov, I want to see Korobov. I don't know what I have to do to plead for Korobov, dude. But I want to see Korobov versus Charlo in a fucking rematch, dog. I want to see both fights on the same card, same rematch, run it back, both fights. You guys go.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that, man, I think that what needs to change is they don't need to be on the same card, man. I don't think that's good, man. Like, I think they need to fight separately, man. 2 different dates, you know, if they fighting a weekend apart, 2 weeks apart, that way one of the brothers can be in the corner and give them the extra support. motivate them and stuff like that, because they feed off each other's energy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's very important, man. But if one guy gets in there, you know, the first twin get in there and get his ass whooped, it's gonna mess up. Because I honestly believe that. I mean, not taking nothing away.
I'm looking at Fanon's channel right now. He just popped up on my channel. He said the Charlo's brothers robbed. Wow.
We're not surprised.
Charlo's brothers robbed.
Yeah, no comment on that.
No comment. You know,
no comment. Shit, we gotta speak about this shit.
What the hell, nigga?
Gas? What is he smoking? Crack? What? I mean, what's going on?
Come on, man. He's the same dude that says, you know, because Usyk has a lot of energy, he feels he's on PED. So, you know,
yeah.
We gotta learn to ignore certain channels that really don't know
what they're talking
about. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
shout out to Fanon, man. If you want to get back, with a real debate or something like that, and you want to, you know, go hard with the, you know, on the sport of boxing, Fanon, and you know, you want to come over to court of boxing like you have before. I think you'll learn something, Fanon. I mean,
I just gotta wholeheartedly disagree with Fanon, man. You know, and shout outs to him, you know, and salute to him. But yeah, I mean, I can't support that argument that they was robbed. You know, if anything, Korobov was robbed. Okay.
Yeah, you can argue that. Yeah, you can argue that. You know,
but as far as a rematch and them two being on the same card and running it back, I agree with Horseman, man. They just gotta do their own thing. You know, this brother does this on this night, and in the next week, maybe, you know, kind of like, you know, they fight in the same month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. You know, my brother, you know, I let Mel fight 1 week, and then the next week let Maul fight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just like that. You know,
now they haven't been fighting on the same card all their career, right?
No, man, and they kind of went like how I just explained. You know, one would fight 1 week, and then the other one would fight the next week.
They need to get back to that, bro.
You know, they need to get back to that, because that's how they was winning in spectacular fashion, when the Maul be in the corner or vice versa. You know what I mean? And they need to get, you know, they feeding each other in the corner. You know, they amping each other up, they encouraging each other. You didn't have that last night. You had more in the dressing room worried, especially the 6th, 7th round, and they tuned in where Maul was looking. He looked worried, man. You know, and that was a big mistake, man. Him having to see his brother lose like that. It kind of did. You know, even though he got to push past it, but yeah, man, you see your brother lose.
It affected him, man. Yeah,
it affected you. It affects you, man.
You seen him on camera,
and at the same time, he's coming up against a top echelon European boxer that has well over 300 amateur fights. Okay, has wins over Usyk, a win over Janny Jacobs, and you know, fought Triple G. You know, in the amateurs. You know, you can't just go in there, match him up with a guy like that in less than 10 days and expect him to win in spectacular fashion. You just can't do that, man. Whoever made that matchup, that was a wrong matchup, man.
So, actual fact. So, do you think that being that, you know, they had to replace his opponent and they put Korobov in there, like you know, even though that's not Jamal's fault, like, would you have critiqued him if he would just say, all right, man, look, I'm not gonna fight. My brother gonna fight, and I'm gonna fight a couple weeks. I'm gonna fight next year. Like, do you think that would have been a smarter decision? Like,
I think that would have been
time to prepare for this guy. You know what I'm saying?
I think that would have been a smarter decision. You know, they announced Korobov less than 10 days ago. You know, they still had Willie Monroe versus Charlo in commercials last Sunday.
Right.
Okay, this is how quick turnaround that this was. It's just a bad business and decision move on all parties, man.
Yeah,
you know, Korobov, he didn't care. He was like, he's always ready. He stayed ready.
We know that now.
Stayed ready.
Damn.
35-year-old, he's a gym rat, and he stays ready. He is a tactician. He is a professional, you know, and he's a warrior, an elite warrior. He stays ready, man. He stays sparring every week. This guy spars at least once while he's off, while he's not in the real serious training camp. Korobov spars at least once a week, maybe even twice, because he's a gym rat.
Unbiased, you know what I mean? Unbiased in the chat says the night before the fights, a lot of LDBC channels were saying Korobov was garbage and he wasn't shit. Laughing my ass off.
They was just talking.
Hey, I put up a video, man. See, this is the thing about certain channels. Y'all gotta understand. A lot of these dudes don't know shit about boxing, and they don't even watch no footage on fighters. They just so emotionally invested in their favorite fighters that they just automatically believe that they're going to win easily. Man, I actually watched footage on this guy, Korobov. I put up the video. Like, man, this dude he's a good fighter, man. Like, to me, it don't take much. I can just watch somebody, they style of fighting. I did the same thing with it was a Selecki when he was going to fight Jacobs. I knew Jacobs was gonna have problems with. I was like, damn, this dude could give him some problems. And I said that in my video, man. Like, you know, they don't even want to watch footage on these guys. So before you speak on somebody and just critique somebody, like make sure you know what you're talking about. But now it's like after this, this robbery, as everybody's putting it, now we realize that this guy beat what somebody said, he beat so many different people and the Emmys coming up, and he had a crucial amateur pedigree. So it's like dudes don't even know what they're talking about he a bum and all of this stuff. It's like, come on.
It's crazy because it was kind of like, they was coming up with these videos like, yeah, Korobov's a bum. It's kind of like the same time 3 years ago when, Demetrius Andrade went over to Germany to fight Kukule. Okay? And we saw how that went. And that was not an easy fight. And I told everybody, look, man, Kukule is no pushover, man. He's going to go in there. He's going to try to KO Andrade, man. And he was damn near almost about to do that. Because he had, at certain points of the fight, he had Andrade on the back foot, pushing him back. And Kukule was a smaller guy. But he got skills, man. Do your research, man, on these guys. These guys, they got skills. There's no ducking over there. Okay? They don't duck except for Amir Khan and Brooke, Amir Khan, Duck, and Brooke, but for the most part, they fight everybody, man.
Yeah.
They say that they managers tell them, hey, you're gonna fight this
especially
guy.
If you come to their backyard.
Especially their backyard, man. They ready.
Right.
And all that drinking shit and hanging out and partying, doing that shit. Most of those guys over there don't do that shit. Okay.
Hey, I heard that Chris Brown said Jabel won the fight. Because they be hanging out with Chris Brown and all of that. That's where all this lines only came from. Because the rumor is Chris Brown, he do lines and shit and all of that. So Charlo started hanging out with him. So
you mean movie lines?
Huh? No, nigga, the white lines, nigga.
Oh, damn! Like white lines on a road and shit. He paint white lines for community service or something.
No, try again, motherfucker.
Play.
Try again, motherfucker. Man, yeah. So he made Chris Brown respond. Oh man, he robbed Jamel. All right, and it's crazy. You know what's so crazy about it, man? A lot of the fanboys of the Charlos, they want to avenge his loss by trying to pick a fight with people who actually stated that Tony Harrison actually won the fight. Ain't that funny? That is funny to me, man. They are so upset at everybody else for believing that Tony Harrison won the fight.
I don't even think it's funny. It's just weirdo shit, man.
That's low-key homo to me, bro.
Yeah,
they so in love with this dude.
I wasn't gonna say
they want to fight for this guy.
That's why I used the key word weirdos.
Yeah, bro.
Weirdo shit, man. It's weirdo shit, man.
It is, bro. And they don't even realize it. But at the end of the day,
I'm about boxing, man. I watch all boxing, man. Every level, every weight class, I pay attention, man. Because a good fight is a good fight. No matter what race, creed, religion, a good fight is a good fight. And I'm gonna watch a good fight. Okay? I want to watch the sweet science. And the thing is, it's not all about getting a spectacular knockout. Yeah, spectacular knockouts are good, but if your favorite fight is always getting a spectacular knockout, that's kind of boring sometimes. You want to see them in there facing adversity, facing a good fight, going in there at war, or strategy in there. Mixing it up. One fight is getting the upper hand 2 or 3 rounds, and now the next fight is gonna, change and adapt and overcome. And a back and forth. That's a good fight.
Yeah.
And that fight with Dylan Whyte and Chirsora, that was a good fight, man. Even though it was kind of dirty with Dylan Whyte and all of them, but that was dirty. But it was a good fight. It was entertaining, man. It was it was in there to knock each other out, and one of them got knocked out.
Yeah.
So
that's how it is, man.
Can't take away nothing from the winners of over the weekend's fights, man. Carl Frampton, that fight with Warrington, that was a good fight too, man. I just saw that. I missed it last night, but I saw it, and that was a good fight. And Warrington won. You know, he took away, Frampton's weapons and used his physical advantages over Frampton and beat him handedly.
Yeah.
And I like Carl Frampton, except the fact that he'd been ducking Ring of Death for a very long time.
What was y'all prediction before this fight? If you guys don't mind me jumping in real quick, what was you guys' predictions before the fight started? Did you guys have Charlo winning both of the fights? Both Charlos winning the fights?
I had both of them winning.
I didn't do it. Go ahead, bro.
Come on, man. Let's be honest now.
I had them both winning by decision, but that didn't go. So one went, but that was a robbery, in my eyes. The second fight, and then the first fight, it went to Harrison, and they could, and rightfully so, because he did more,
First fight.
I mean, shout out to Daniel Johnson. He says, Corey Lee, I rock with you and respect the channel, but the direction that this channel and chat is headed is strange. I like people being their own man, but just bashing other channels is weak. What? I mean, Daniel Johnson, I'm not bashing other channels. I'm just telling you that, Fanon is pretty much saying that these fighters got robbed, and we don't think that that's the case, straight up.
What's wrong with us?
That's the direction that this channel has always went in, dude. If we see another channel saying some off the wall shit, we might not expose their name, but Fanon's like one of my brothers. So me, I'm not bad. Like, if anything, Fanon was bashing my favorite fighter on his show when I'm talking to him.
Right. No comment about that.
So he was bashing me, to be honest. If you want to get technical, Fanon was bashing me, for no reason. Saying that my number one pound for pound fighter, Alexander Usyk, that's worked hard as shit for everything he has, is saying that he's taking PEDs after he knocked out Tony Bellew, one of his favorite fighters and one of his fighters that he thought that was gonna beat Usyk. Pretty much saying that Usyk is got too much stamina. He's saying that there's no way in hell that a fighter, that's 32 years of age has that much stamina in round 11. Around 10, 11, and 12, just like you do in the first and second round. He's like, you gotta be on PEDs, dude. He's juicing, Corey. He's juicing, Corey. That was the words directly out of Fanon's mouth, dude. So for him to critique, my fighter, and for me I brought up my fight on his show, and I said, Alexander Usyk is the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. He's like, Corey, come on, man. Are you kidding me? He's juicing. And I'm like, what? I was literally just talking to him. Dude, this dude took 30 minutes out of his time to bash my favorite fighter, Alexander Usyk. I never made a video about it. I never even, hollered at him directly. But fans know, dude, like, enough is enough, man. How you going to – people tell me all the time that, if you can't prove that a fighter has done something, why are you going to do that? Like, that ruins our sport. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, PEDs are rapid in our sport right now. Alexander Usyk has to take WBC testing, IBF testing, WBO testing, WBA. He's got all of the sanctioning bodies. So he's got the most strenuous testing in boxing with all 4 sanctioning bodies breathing out his neck. And you're still going to say that he's that he's taking PEDs? Like, come on, man. A hater's going to be a hater, dog, straight up. In my personal opinion, I think Fanon was hating on that. Straight up. Yeah. And no, I don't think he was joking, because he said it more than one time. You said one time under your breath, all right, cool, let it go. He said this shit time and time again. Every time I bring up Usyk, he says juicing. He has no proof of Alexander Usyk juicing, nor has Alexander Usyk ever juiced or got caught using any banned substance. But yet you're coming out your neck from the side of your neck. I mean, it's just crazy, Put some
last time I checked, man. And my fault, Corey, but last time I checked, I never heard you channel bashing anybody. So I don't know where your commentator or whatever is coming up with that.
I don't know. Daniel Johnson must be in his feelings. He must be.
I don't know.
Everybody in their feelings, man.
That I'm talking about a lot. He must be on their channels that I'm talking about a lot. So It is what it is, man. Tommy Gunn says this is fire, dude. We bring that fire, and a lot of these dudes' feelings get hurt because they're on these other dudes' channels.
Didn't you warn these niggas in the beginning?
Say,
didn't you tell these niggas? Don't you always tell them in the beginning? Leave your feelings at the motherfucking.
Leave your feelings at the door when you come to Quarterly Boxing, man. I'm not one of these channels that's gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm not one of these channels that's gonna tell you, oh, Charlos are the best. Charlo's this, Charlo's that. Wilder is the best. Wilder's this, Wilder's that. No, Wilder got a draw, and it was a well-deserved draw. A lot of people say Wilder lost that fight, but you'll never hear Fanon and them saying that.
Nope.
Never.
Listen, and I'm all about fair and unbiased reporting, right? And the truth and facts and numbers, man. I deal with numbers every day, you know what I mean? And women lie, men lie, numbers don't, man. The numbers don't, man. If you look at the numbers last night, man, they don't lie, man. Okay, percentages wise, yeah, Mel threw more. He probably landed more, but did he land effectively? Did he land impressively? Okay, the last 2 rounds, yeah, he hurt him. But for the rest of the fight, nah, man.
But all I'm saying,
you gotta give that to Tony Harrison.
Where does Fanon come with this shit being robbed, you know? And all of this shit,
I
don't understand it.
It's
like
a robbery when their favorite guy don't win, man. When a guy they want to win doesn't win, then it's robbery. That's how they look at it.
And another thing, man, we are not Corey, myself, Black. We're not conformists, man. We're not gonna conform to everybody or what they say over there, man. Straight up. And I love most of the LDBC dudes. I'm still subscribed to them. I still like their channel, even though I don't agree with a lot of some of the shit that they say.
Yeah, like we're not gonna agree because I'm not gonna agree with this what somebody said just because they're in some type of group or some shit.
Right.
That's why I don't. That's why to be honest, if you want to get technical, you guys, you know, I've been asked to join the LDBC. You know, by directly from 78 Sports. He directly asked me to join 78 Sports on a phone call. I said respectfully, no. I'm doing my own thing. Right. But I have respect for what you guys are doing. Keep doing what you guys are doing. So in no way, shape, or form am I bashing the LDBC because I'm just saying that certain channels, I don't agree with what they're saying. Robbery, like, come on, dude. Get out of here, man. Then you bashing my favorite fighter, Alexander Usyk, saying that he's taking PEDs, which he's never got caught in his life for taking PEDs, but you just want fans to go on your narrative. You want fans to start putting that bad shit out there into the fucking boxing community. But yet you always preach, you know, positivity in the boxing community. But yeah, you're talking about a fighter, maybe because he's white, maybe because his skin color ain't black. You want to get technical, you know what I'm saying? Maybe because he's a white fucking pound for pound, my pound for pound #1, you know what I'm saying? Maybe because he's not black, dude. He's got to be taking PEDs. But as soon as fucking both Charlos missed their PED fucking test and shit, I ain't seen you make no video about that.
And then the other bullshit I get tired of.
Checkmate, dog. I'm done. I'm done with all the bullshit, dog.
Is that if, like, right, say, like, black being a black man, you know, him bashing or quote unquote, right? So some channels want to say black will be bashing a black boxer and seeing his downfall and stuff. And you hear this a lot from these other channels, like, where? How? We just calling it like it is.
Hey, Ronald Finkley, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that Tyson Fury won. But because he said only a blind man would believe Tyson Fury won the realest boxing talk. All I'm saying is that I believe that it's a draw. Hey, you don't think that the Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder fight was a draw? I think it was a draw.
Man, I'm okay with the draw, but I had it 114-112 for Fury.
I'm okay with the draw
black
too, but
man.
I had it.
I'm not no fucking coon or whatever that dumb shit.
Who did you guys have winning the Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder fight? I had
Fury winning on points, man.
Huh?
I have Fury winning on points.
You had Fury winning? Both of you guys had Fury winning?
I have Fury winning on points, man. Straight up.
I had Fury 114-112.
Had Deontay not knocked Fury down in that 12th round, he probably
would have been an easy win. Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have won him the fight. If he would have been knocked down that last round, he would have won the fight. Straight up. That's my opinion.
It would have been 116, 112.
And I kept scoring out. I saw the fight at least almost 10 times now. Scored over, same thing, over and over again, man. And I deal with numbers all day, man. I look at punch stats. I look land. I look ring general shit. I look at all 3 minutes. I look at all 3 minutes of every round.
Tyson Fury won 9 rounds for me and looked the better mover and boxer in the fight. Do you guys agree?
I don't know about 9 rounds. Maybe 8.
I mean, not now.
Well, we'll see what he said. 9
maybe
rounds.
7.
I think he meant what I think he meant by 9 rounds is I think he meant that not one of the knockdown rounds. Fury came back and won half of that round, so they scored it a 10-9 round instead of a 10-8 round, which is which could very, very possibly happen because one of those knockdown rounds, I can't remember what round it was. I remember Tyson Fury coming back and putting it on fucking Deontay Wilder, dog, straight up. Straight up.
That's pretty much, I think, the same score as me. That would be like 114.
And this is not biased talk. These are facts, you guys. Go back and watch the knockdown round. Was it the ninth round knockdown or the 12th round knockdown? Which one did he come back and start, punching
the 9th round
in the face and shit?
Well, the 12 rounds when he got above the canvas and started, putting in some work.
It might have been the 12th then, y'all.
He actually he rocked Wilder.
Yeah,
he rocked Wilder after he got up.
Once he got up, Wilder tried to go in for the kill. Wilder did 5 consecutive.
Vinny
haymakers.
Vinny in chat says, man, F all these dudes. They all fanboys and weirdos at Corey Lee Boxing. Yeah, man, Vinny. That's what they come out of the woodworks, dude. They act like they cool with your channel, but as soon as you talk about another channel or you don't agree with another channel, they talking about we hating, we doing this, we doing that. First of all, if another channel don't have their name in my mouth, I'm not gonna come for them. You know what I'm saying? All I stated on Fanon's channel is that I like music. He knows that I like music. I requested that he made a video before I even had my own channel. That he make a video about Alexander Usyk, and he says to this day that I put him on to Alexander Usyk. He didn't know anything about Usyk until I told him about Usyk. These are facts that I'm telling you. These are facts, dude. I'm not on my channel talking about Earl Spence, Charlos, and Wilders every fucking day. I talk about the world of boxing, the entire world of boxing. I bet you half of these channels don't know that Tyson Fury's little brother made his pro debut Saturday night.
Saturday night, yeah.
And you know what? Also, a lot of them don't even know that Tyson Fury was considered lineal champion before the fight even happened.
Yeah.
Don't even know the importance of that.
A lot of these other channels probably didn't even cover the fucking Frampton versus Warrington fight. I covered fucking 4 fights yesterday, dog. Did your favorite channel do that?
Nope.
Here, dog.
They waited for the Hey, but you know what? I just want to say this, man. Like, we don't intend to bash certain channels, but when you keeping it real, you keeping it 100, you gotta say what's real. And a lot of these channels, they approach this shit from a racial standpoint, just keeping it 100. Black
Mosquito says y'all gonna take away Daniel Johnson's wrench for his lame ass statement or what? He can't be trusted at Corey Lee Boxing.
Oh shit!
I mean,
Mosquito be coming at his neck.
Lawrence Williams says Corey Lee Boxing. I knew all that shit. Laugh out loud. Hey man. Oh yeah, let's talk about the Dillian Whyte versus Chirsora. AD says we're gonna talk about the Chirsora versus Dillian Whyte. My personal opinion is I had Dillian Whyte losing that fight. Up into that knockdown round, that knockout round, man, and that will be candidate of knockout of the year, you guys. When a guy doesn't get up like that and he's lifeless, that's definitely a candidate. Just the whole way he got knocked down and everything, man. It was just something beautiful.
Yeah, that was destruction, man. For real.
But how do you guys break down that fight, man? Did you guys like what you've seen about Dillian Whyte? That just shows me that Dillian Whyte can be outworked by a fucking damn near 40-year-old.
Yeah, real tough.
That's awful. Okay.
Well, Chirosa's 34, man.
Huh?
Chirosa's 34.
Chisora's 34, and out of all the fights and wars he's been in, he's over 40 boxing years. Guaranteed.
Oh,
guaranteed.
No, definitely.
Guaranteed. This dude's been in numerous wars.
Yeah, the
numerous headshots to the fucking brain.
Man, when he fought Tyson Fury, that took a lot out of him, man. That fight right there.
Dude, when he fought David Haye, dude, that was death.
Yeah, that both them fights, man. Fury and David Haye took a lot out of Chisora, man. But then he showed up last night to fight, man. And I gotta agree with you, he was winning that fight until the damn ref started taking points away from him over bullshit. Especially that, if he took away a point away from him with the little ass elbow, okay, he should have took a point away 3 rounds ago for Whyte leaning on him like that, man.
Good point. Lawrence Williams has a good point. He says at Corley Boxing, Dylan Whyte has 2 KO of the year candidates this year: Lucas Brown and Derek Chisora. That's true. Which one do you guys think were more brutal? I think the Chisora one. That shit looked vicious. Hold on, I'll be right back, you guys. Don't get a drink of water. I'll be right back.
And I know before, man, I probably, talk bad about Whyte, man, but you got to give it up to him, man. He fought 3 times this year.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Did he not? He fought Parker, he fought Lucas Brown, he fought Chisora.
No, I believe he fought 4 times. He fought Chisora twice. He fought Lucas Brown and Tony and Parker. That Parker fight was brutal, but let you guys.
No, he didn't fight Chisora twice. That was last year. He fought Chisora last year.
Yeah, I think that was on there.
The year before or something like that. He fought Parker first in the beginning of the year. Then he fought I think he fought Brown in the beginning of the year. Then Parker, right? Was it like that?
I ain't been keeping up with Dylan Whyte like that, man. Be honest.
Either way, he fought 3 times this year, man, and you got to give it up, man. I mean, that's why he's the WBC, number 1 contender, right? Correct. So. Yeah,
October 4th says he says maybe he's the heavyweight contender of the year. Do you agree? Talking about Dylan Whyte.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man.
Or him or Miller?
Nah, but Miller looked stank this year, man. Miller looked like a burger.
I thought he looked all right, man. I mean, the motherfucker is 320, 315, man.
I don't know, man. That fight we had with that Polish kid, man, he just looked I don't know, man. He just looked sad in that fight, man.
Damn. Said he looked sad, man. Yeah, but I mean, one thing I think you said this, man. I don't know if you said this yesterday, but at least DAZN is keeping them guys active. They stand active.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, whoever they fans is, what I'm saying, they able to see them a lot more often.
And like I said, man, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, I ain't gonna let Daniel Johnson ruin it, man. Like I said, I got love for Fanon. He actually was one of the guys that motivated me to start my own channel. So sometimes channels and people and brothers, they gonna disagree. You know what I'm saying? But Fanon had real hate towards Usyk for some. I don't know what it was, what my boy Usyk did to him, but I never seen a guy make a video and has so much praise for a guy, but then when that guy starts winning, he gets put down by that same guy. I don't understand it. I will never understand that shit. You look at Fanon's first Usyk video he made, he had high praise for Usyk. That same guy you had high praise for, you fucking shit on when he starts doing good and he starts becoming a fucking damn near lineal change. He starts becoming pretty much the undisputed, unified champion of the world, the only undisputed unified champion of the world that we have in boxing. You saying the first thing that comes out of your fucking mouth, you're saying that he's taking PEDs? I will never understand that shit, nor will I ever accept that shit. This guy's been putting in years and years and years of work. Gold medalist in the 2012 Olympics, I believe, okay? He's done everything in under, 16, 17 fights? All 4 belts and an Olympic gold medalist? Corley Boxing's #1 pound for pound boxer in the entire world. And clean, bitch. Let's get it, man. This is unfiltered, uncensored boxing talk tonight, baby. Put the kids up. Man, Black Horseman in the actual facts, man. I mean, what do you guys want to see Charlo and both Charlos fight next? Are we gonna see, a rematch with Harrison? What do you guys want to see?
I think the rematch with Harrison is warranted. That should happen immediately. No easy tune-ups or nothing like that. Get right back in there and face the top echelon competition that you can, man. Y'all are champions still, you know. Y'all still got you still got steam behind you. You still got the popularity behind you. Get back in there, rematch. And if they both need to rematch, both those guys, do it again, man. Run it back, but don't run it back the same night. That's all I'm saying. 1 week, 1 week Mel, the other week Maul. You know what I mean? And have them in each other's corners, for their own fights. You know what I mean? Instead of having them headline the card together. That's all, man. I think they need to rematch both those guys immediately, man. Maybe in the next 60 days.
Tommy Gunn in the chat says, how does he fall off then? He is dead on with this Fanon. He says, this guy isn't some 275-pound freak. He says, nice rant. Salute, Corley Boxing. Appreciate that, Tommy Gunn. You already know, man. I got to call a spade, even if he's one of my friends, man, or one of my brothers. I'm not going to say, hey, shit, me and Black Horseman don't agree with everything. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see Black Horseman or Actual Facts slandering of the undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world, or any champion for that right, slandering his name if he's never been caught, have any suspension or anything related to, PEDs, okay? If you want to fucking say that the Charlos are, dirty ass fighters outside the ring, they're taking PEDs and BEDs and this and that and the third, okay. They've got suspicion over their name, straight up. You want to say Danny Jacobs is taking shit, okay. He has suspicion over his name, the snack program, okay? Okay, I understand that. If you want to say Earl Spence, taking PEDs, okay, I understand that. But for you to come out your neck from fucking Egypt somewhere, I don't know where you came with this shit at, man. This shit came out of nowhere, hit me completely blindsided. You just come out of nowhere. One day we're talking, I'm saying Usyk's my number 1 pound for pound fighter. Oh, man, Usyk's gotta be juicing. Are you kidding me? I'm like, dude, what the fuck? All right, you joking. I'm going to let you go in your little rant. 30 minutes later, he's still talking about Usyk. I'm like, all right, he ain't joking now. All right, so he's for real. I'm like, Fanon, dude, nah, man, you completely lost it, dude. You lost it on that one, dude. You completely and utterly are just pure hate, like just pure hate. I just don't see it no other way. This dude has so many accolades that any boxer in their right mind would love to have, and you fucking downplay that shit, I mean, only thing I can think of is that he's not a black fighter. I just don't understand why he would do that shit,
Wow.
Maybe because Usyk's white, I don't understand, maybe because Usyk's a white fighter, That's the only thing I can think of, because Usyk's never been missed any drug testing, and it's strenuous, and they pull up on you wherever. He's never missed a drug test, okay? He's never got popped dirty for a drug test, okay? And even when he was in Olympic-style testing, okay? He was a gold medalist, so they did strenuous testing in Olympics. He never got popped then, too. So just all of a sudden in the Olympics and the amateurs, never got popped in the professional ranks, never got popped, and all of a sudden, Fanon just says, oh, Usyk's a cheat. He's got too much stamina in the 11th and 12th round. Oh, he's a cheat. The fuck out of here, dude. You're crazy, dude.
Y'all done got this man started, man.
I don't understand that shit, man. What the fuck wrong with these goddamn YouTube channels, man? They get a couple subscribers and they get, this shit just get crazy, man. I don't understand, man. I'd rather be the subscriber base that I have and do this shit on my free time and working fucking 60 hours a week at work and still fucking got 2,000 plus subscribers because you guys fucking got me there. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't mind, doing this shit for you guys, man. But yes, If I'm talking to another YouTube channel and we disagree, yes, this is my platform. This is my channel. I'm going to talk about it on my channel. If I can't talk about it on my channel, when the fuck can I talk about it? Fuck out of here, man. With that
they can go to his channel and hear him talk about, you know.
Hey, yo, this dude Vinny loves when he keeps saying this shit. Actual facts to Black Horseman. He keeps saying, he says, "Stay on their head, Corey." Right. He always says that shit, yo. But Chad Black Horseman, I mean, what do you got to say about that, man? You know, Mosquito says, "Go in, Corey." Yeah. Tommy Gunn says, "This channel is torch time, baby."
Good shit, man.
Yeah, baby. You know, I gotta, man. Listen, man. I'm not gonna tell you guys what you want to hear, man. I'm gonna tell you guys what a lot of you guys might not want to hear. Yep. You know, you gotta be a real boxing fan and listen to my channel, man. Straight up. It's just straight up. It is no two ways about that. For you to sit there and listen to hours and hours of Corey Lee boxing, you've got to be an unbiased, real boxing fan. None of that fucking cult following. I'm with this group. I'm with that group. Straight boxing, baby. Straight boxing. Yeah. And yes, Tommy Gunn, it's torch time, motherfucker. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. It's game time, baby. You already know, man. I love you guys so much, you know, for the support you guys give me, man. You guys new followers, you guys old followers. You guys support the channel. You guys love the channel. You guys show me so much love, man. And I really respect that, guys, from you guys, man. And that shit goes so far for me, man. And it means so much to me. You know, me and Black Horseman started this shit. Black Horseman had, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Black Horseman had a year or two on me. You know, I ain't gonna lie. You know, but shit, Black Horseman heard my name. He knew I came into this game guns a-blazing, baby. He knew that. You know, he's like, God damn, where Corey Lee come from, man? He just come out of nowhere, yo.
Yeah, man. Try to
you know, I've always been like that. Man. Have I switched up, though, Black Horseman? Nope. Have I not always been outspoken like this?
You see, ain't a lot of niggas I fuck with. I still fuck with you, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You gotta be a real one, man, for me to fuck with.
A lot of, man, me and Black Horseman have seen these dudes come and go, man. These little ABCD channels, man, they just been coming and going, dude. They just, you know, these sesame cookie monster and these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Eat them up, you know. Yeah. Chopper, man. Mine says Fanon reaching like a fat hoe trying to wear a two-piece swimsuit. I mean, I ain't saying all that, but I mean, he is reaching though. You know, he's definitely reaching, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, you guys. I want to clean the sport up, but I'm not going to keep blaming a fighter that's never got any suspicion over his name, never missed a test, never got caught, you know, like a Willie Monroe. I'm on his neck, you know, like a Willie Monroe. I'm on his neck, you know, like a Earl Spence. I'm not on his neck, but I'm going to be following him closely. You know, he's missing tests too, you know. Charlos, I'm on their neck. They're missing tests. There's suspicion around them. Yes. You know, so for Jamal Charlo to talk about Willie Monroe missing the test, yeah, that he, you know, it fucked up his money. It fucked up what he was going to do. And to be honest with you, I think that fucked up the aura. That this whole weekend fucked up the whole aura around the Charlo twins. You know, the whole, they can't be beaten. They're invincible. Like all of that shit fucked up, you know. I just got off the phone with Ernesto Rodriguez before I started his live stream, man. And he said he was live at the fight last night. You know what he said? He said, I told fucking Hurd to fight that boy a long time ago. He said he just fucked up the money. But he said, we're going to still get money, but he fucked up the money. And he's right. He's true, you guys. You know? Shit, he's right. He's right about that. Ernesto, the head trainer of Jared Hurd, pretty much said, man, I knew the shit was going to happen, man. He said, I wasn't surprised one bit. And I quote, you know?
I mean, I wasn't surprised either last night. I was like, hey, just got our box, man.
Oh, like actual fact says the damn battery died, man. There's some flames I'm spitting, man. That shit might die again, man. You come back, it might die again, man. This shit is fire.
This nigga. Yeah, that shit loose, bro.
Actual fact says, yeah, Hurd should have fought him Saturday. That's what I'm saying. All these in-between fights and all these, you know, fight challenge, you know, they thought, you know what it is? You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know what it is? Charlo thought since fucking, you know, Hurd beat Harrison and knocked him out. He's like, shit, I'm way better. This is what Charlo's was thinking. This is mentality, you guys. Hear me out, okay? He's like, I'm way better than Charlo, okay? And Charlo knocked out fucking Tony Harrison and got, got touched up. I'm not gonna lie. He got Hurd got touched up in between him knocking him out, okay? He got touched up. That's not a lie. But he knocked him out, okay? And that's what fucking Charlo thought he was gonna do. And guess what, Black Horseman? It backfired. What do you guys think happens in a rematch? Tony Harrison, Charlo, break it down. Chat, Black Horseman, actual, everybody, break it down, you guys. Let me know.
Man, I honestly feel like that's a bad match. That's just a bad matchup for Jamil. If Jamil does not adopt a inside game, it may be the same result. And you know, he's not going to be the A side because Harrison is the champion now. So I see it being a lot more the same thing, and he's going to have to really do like I heard did. You're going to have to eat some shots, but that's not his style. Come in there, eat some shots to land something.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to be honest with you, man, I think this is backfiring on him, man, because you remember when I was getting on his head when he was ducking that work from Laura. He should have just fucking fought Laura. And if he would have lost to Laura, at least people wouldn't be like, oh, you lost to a bum. Even though we know Tony Harrison ain't no bum, but a lot of people don't even know who he is. You know what I mean? At least if he would have lost to Laura, they would have been like, oh, well, you know, he lost to Laura. You know what I'm saying? Laura's a beast, man. He was the WBA champion, you know? But then he lost to Tony Harrison. They're like, who the fuck is this nigga? He lost to this
and I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. After rewatching that fight, you guys, I wish we could do a live stream right now and just have live commentary on the fight right now on the Tony Harrison versus fucking Charlo fight, man. But listen, you guys, Black Horseman, I truly think that possibly the same thing could happen in a rematch. What do you think?
Nah, I agree. That's what I said. Unless he can get some inside attack, you know. But I mean, somebody made the point. I don't know if it was actual facts or unbiased, but they was talking about how you look at Jamal's fight style, you look at Jamel's fighting style, Laura, because they were all trained by the same guy, if I'm not mistaken, or in the same camp, and they all kind of fight they're not inside fighters. Laura's not an inside fighter. That's why he got his ass whooped by Hurd.
But let's be honest, Black Horseman, and everybody in the chat, man. I think that this was hands down both Charlo's biggest tests to date in both fighters. You might not know a lot about Matt Korobov, but I bet you know who the fuck he is now, don't you? Don't you?
Yeah, man.
Don't you? I bet you know who the fuck he is now. For all you fans out there talking about Matt Korobov gonna get knocked out in 3 rounds. What the fuck happened?
Went the distance, nigga.
Your hype job ain't live up to the hype, did he?
And you know what makes it look bad, man? The fact that he did that shit, what was it, a week or 2 ago, in Hurd's fight, being disrespectful, jumping in the ring, talking about Lions only run boxing. See, if you was humble and you just went in there and you would have lost, if you weren't doing all that extra shit, it wouldn't look as bad. But now you embarrassed yourself.
Hey, Dr. Yacob, this is my first time ever seeing you in here, yo. And he's saying that Corey Lee will lose loyal subs because y'all mods can't take a joke. I haven't seen any mods say anything or put anybody in timeout that didn't deserve it. Straight up. You're still living, aren't you, Doctor? Like, what are you talking about? This is my first time ever seeing you in here unless you change your name. But this is my first time ever seeing you in here. So first of all, you're not loyal because this is my first time seeing you in here, you know? But like I said, I do have loyal fans that's in here. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of trolls that come in here, man. With all that propaganda bullshit, Charlo this, Charlo that. They don't like hearing what I gotta say. These are facts, Doctor. You know? I'm just being honest with you guys, man. Kiko says Matt Korobov was going to fight in the undercard, and he is a mad good contender. Yes, man. Yo, Tommy Gunn says doctor is on his own medication. Mosquito says exactly. We're not putting people in timeout for no fucking reason. Watch your mouth. October 4th says doctor. There was a few slip-ups, but Corey sticks up for guys who get blocked for most of the time. Yes, true. I do. And yes, the fuck I do. Kiko says, big shout out to Corey Lee Boxing. Actual facts says, I don't put many people on timeout, nor do I ban people like that anymore. But we talking real boxing. That's real shit though. You guys gotta, man, respect these mods, man. These moderators earn it. If I give a motherfucker a wrench in Corey Lee Boxing, they've earned it. Straight up. This ain't no fucking ABC Mickey Mouse channel where I give wrenches out to everybody that, you know what I'm saying, rides Corey Lee's dick. You know what I'm saying? No. You gotta be fucking a real boxing fan. Excuse my language tonight, because I'm getting a little bit out of character, man. But hey, man. This has been a big fight weekend. It's been a hell of a... The troll percentage went up, okay? The trolls percentage went up, okay? So I'm getting a little bit out of character, but, you know, it's still love. You know, I still got love for all you fans, but all I'm saying is that I'm here for you guys. If you need me, you know, win, lose, or draw, if you're fucking fighter, if you're a Jamal Charlo fan, I still got love for you. I'm not hating on you because you're a Jamal Charlo fan. But I'm not feeling when Jamal Charlo fans say that, you know, it wasn't a close fight. You know, it wasn't a competitive fight. You know, I can't believe he lost. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. Like, you know, I don't think he lost. I don't think this. I don't think that. I think that he, you know, clearly won and all that. Like, you're pretty much being biased at that point because it was a competitive fight. Okay. Both fights were competitive. The Harrison Charlo and the Korobov Charlo were both competitive fights. Okay? So don't give me that bullshit. All right?
Yeah.
You know?
Hey,
and it's not just coming from me. Black Horseman talking about it. Go ahead and let it rip, Black. Let them know, man, because they just got new fans coming in now.
No, I was going to let you rip. I was just going to make a comment because Big L just came back from timeout. Man, you just got to just stay on topic, man. The mods don't like you talking about, because he tried to ask a question like, where do you put Charlie Zelenoff on a pound for pound? And
yeah, but Big L, you're talking about Charlie Zelenoff, right? Okay, you're trolling like a motherfucker. Then when somebody smacks the shit out you and you want to talk cool again, we don't know what the fuck you're going to do next. Okay? Okay? You know? So just tighten up with the trolling comments like, you know, the Zelenoff is the GOAT and all that extra shit. And, you know, let's talk real boxing. Okay, we got real grown men in here with kids and all that. You know, this is a real adult boxing channel. You know, trolling Zelenoff or whatever the fuck his name is a troll and almost got decapitated for talking shit about Deontay Wilder's daughter. Real shit.
Put that one on your Christmas list, nigga.
You know?
Yep. So yeah, man, just keep it on topic, bro.
And Big L says, laugh out loud. All right, Corey. All right, then. Talk that real boxing talk. Let's get it. Let's see what your, you know, credibility is. Let's see what you really know about boxing instead of Zach Zelenoff. Because as far as I'm concerned, Zach Zelenoff can suck a dick. Straight up. You know, heavy ammo tonight for the fuck boys. Heavy ammo.
Man, bro.
Artilleration. Hashman says artillery. We got heavy artillery, man. Hashman says, yo, could I get a link, bro? I want to talk boxing talk. When we keep seeing you in here, Hashman, you'll definitely get a link, man. Like I said, this goes for everybody. The first, second time I see you in here, you know, I'm not giving links out to, you know, new fans and shit like that. But if you keep coming in here, you will definitely get a link. I mean, you know, get a link and stuff like that, man. But Black Horseman, Tommy Gunn says, dead troll warning. Kiko says, Tony Harrison can tune up fighters like he did to Jamel Charlo. Unbiased Biased Boxing Talk says, Corey bodying a lot of people. I mean, I'm just coming with these facts today, man. I'm hitting on all cylinders. I'm not taking any bullshit from the trolls. And it is what it is, you know. A lot of fight fans can't deal with what I'm talking sometimes because I'm talking about their favorite fighter. And their favorite fighter probably looks shitty this weekend.
Yeah.
You know? And that goes for you Carl Frampton fans too. And you Dillian Whyte fans. Because they both look shitty tonight, even if Dillian Whyte won.
Yeah.
He was damn near losing every fucking round. People say, well, shit, he won, Corey. He knocked him out. Well, guess what? He ain't going to knock everybody out. What's your plan B? Because obviously we seen the Charlo twins did not have a plan B. If they can't knock you out, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night. Get your popcorn ready because they might lose. One of them lost already. You can't take that L back. My grandma was in the joint last night. I was at my grandma's house watching the live stream with my brothers because my brother was over there. And they was like, we want to watch it at Grammy house. I'm like, all right. You know, I normally got my big screen. I'm at my own house watching TV. So I'm like, all right, I'll go over there and watch it. Went over there and watched it. My grandma was saying, well, can't they overturn it or something?
Right, reset.
If you go watch my live stream, you guys, you see my grandma on the live stream. She said that shit live on air, yo. Had the whole live stream, over 1,000+ people in there laughing their ass off. Yo, that shit was so funny, man. You know what I mean? But no, grandma, they cannot overturn that fucking the decision, man. The decision has been made. It's been set in stone. And you know, there will be no comebacks. You know, like I said, you know, Charlo lost to Tony Harrison. It's a tough pill to swallow. A lot of fight fans don't want to swallow it. And a lot of fight fans don't even want to recognize it.
Right.
You know? I mean, well, where do you think? I mean, do you think that Charlo can make the right necessary changes for that Black Horseman?
Before I answer that, how old is he, man?
Black Horse, Charlo, I believe, what are they? 25, 26? What are they?
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe it's still some time for him to, because, you know, some fighters, you know, when you get to a certain age, you get kind of fixed in your ways. You know, you get a certain style that you've been fighting for so long, and it's really hard to just change up. I think he is what he is. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like I said, he don't have no inside attack like that, man.
Oh,
I don't like.
They're in the chat. They're saying he's 25. I mean, 28. 28. Big L says 28. Okay, Big L. Man. You using your fucking brain now. All right, Big L. All right, so you're starting to get your credibility up. I asked a question. You were right on it. All right? You weren't trolling that time. We respect that. Appreciate that, actually.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, 28 years old. So he's got, I mean, right now, if you're a 28-year-old boxer, do you think that he's set in stone? Do you think you can teach a pretty much like how they say, old dog, new tricks? I'm not saying that he's old, you guys, but I'm saying, can you teach the Charlo brothers anything new? And do you guys think that, you know, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, man, you know, do you guys think that Jermell Charlo is with the right coach? Earl Spencer's coach. What's his name? Derek Williams. What's his name?
Derek James.
Derek James. I keep getting his last name mixed. I knew it was Derek, but I can't remember his last. I don't know why I keep saying Derek Williams. But yeah, Derek James. Derek James, a good trainer, you guys. Let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about if the Charlo twins have good trainers that teach them the fundamentals of boxing. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. Both Charlo twins' jabs are suspect as hell. Straight up. And so? More so Jermell's jab. Jermell's jab Saturday night against the Harrison was pretty much, where was it? I didn't see a whole lot of jabbing from Jermell Charlo. They're saying that he jabbed more, but I mean, fucking, what is it, Compy Box stat, man? That should be lying, man. All I kept seeing is fucking Tony Harrison's jab snapping the head completely back off of Jermell Charlo's head. And the judges pointed that. Judges, you know, score that shit, man.
Yeah,
you know?
True.
Unbiased Boxing Talk says Jermell Charlo's jab was lazy Saturday night.
Absolutely.
And it was.
Absolutely.
And it was. You know? Hashman Boxing says, no, Jamel Charlo has a good jab. Unbiased Boxing Talk said he has a lazy jab. So which one is it?
He says Jamal. Well, I actually agree with Hashman that Jamal does have a good jab.
Oh, he said Jamal.
Think.
Oh, okay. But that's why I was saying. That's why I redid what I said. I was like, Jamal Charlo. I believe Jamal Charlo has a better jab than Jamel Charlo does. You know what I'm saying? But do you think Black Horseman? Do you think that's because of Ronnie Shields is his coach? And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think Derek James. I think he exclusively depends on their power. He depends on Earl Spence's power too much. He depends on fucking Jamel Charlo's power too much. And when the power doesn't fucking work, you get beat. You get outboxed. That's why the fuck Mikey Garcia probably might pull off the upset of the decade, dog. Real shit. Going up 2 weight classes. Does it look too far-fetched now, folks? Does it look too far-fetched now, folks?
So let me ask you this, Corey. Is this
Mikey Garcia might have seen something. And guess what? When you see something, you're supposed to jump on it.
He jumped in that snack program, too.
I'm telling you guys, man, we're gonna talk about that Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence showdown now. We're not waiting any longer. We're gonna talk about that shit now. Me and Black Horseman Promotions, we're switching the topic up. We've been on Jamel Charlo for about an hour or two now. The Charlo twins, it's time to switch it up. Is Mikey Garcia smarter than what we think, Black Horseman? Because, I mean, I'm going to be honest with the shit that I seen. He got the same trainer as Jamel Charlo. And a lot of people say, well, they fight it. When they fight it, they both go for power shots. They both pretty much rely on all power.
True. That's true, man.
Floyd Mayweather always said, power ain't going to get you to win every time, man. You got to have more than power. You ain't going to be able to knock out everybody. Floyd Mayweather said that out of his own mouth. Quote, unquote, TBE. Quote, unquote, the GOAT. Just saying, you guys. Just saying, man. Come on, man. Time to smarten up, man. What you think about it, Black Horseman? Unbiased Boxing Talk says, oh, Suleiman in the chat, man. What's up, Suleiman? I thought you'd never come back to my show again, man, but welcome back. It's all love, man. Unbiased Boxing Talk says, you know, when we talk that real, man, it's hard not to come back. Real shit. Unbiased Boxing Talk says Mel jab was lazy and he was overreaching with his punches, and I completely agree. And don't you think if we see that shit as boxing fans, a professional judge that does this for a fucking living don't see that shit? You don't think he sees it? Come on, man. You guys got your head so far up your ass, you're not even thinking about that shit. Tighten up, man. Tighten up. I'm good, Suleiman. How are you, bro? I'm good. Couldn't be better. Christmas time popping. I'm good. Couldn't be better. Got my brother Black Horseman right here. We up tonight.
Yeah, man.
Troll seeking, motherfucker.
You already know.
Nah, but go ahead, Black Horseman. Hey, you guys, I told you guys to put the kids up. I told you guys to put their kids. I told you it could get a little PG-13 tonight. Normally, I don't act like this, but it's been an outpouring of trolls going on lately. I guess that's a new thing to do.
Especially this weekend.
Especially this weekend, dude.
Especially.
I mean, we've had so many fight fans, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This shit that I'm saying right now tonight, a lot of my fam, I'm not gonna name any names, but a lot of my YouTube compadres and a lot of my YouTube brothers, they not gonna be feeling one thing that I'm saying tonight, but they know it's real. So that's why they might be watching right now. They might be watching right now, Black Horseman.
Say again.
I said a lot of my YouTube brothers and a lot of my YouTube compadres that have YouTube channels are not going to like what I've been saying tonight. But guess what? They know it's real. They're not going to say nothing, no. They're probably watching right now.
Right.
Smash that motherfucking like button if you don't want to comment.
Right. Pick a thumb.
Ear hustling, nigga.
Right. Pick a thumb. Hey, you know what's so funny about that dude that was trying to defend the other guy? He said he always in here, but we never seen him. So
Man,
it's like,
bro, one time I
air
seen
hustling.
dude that it was literally I was an hour in the show, yo, and this dude ain't say nothing. I forgot his name, but he one of my moderators. He come out of nowhere when this dude was just disrespecting the shit out of me. I ain't even catch what the dude was saying. This dude smacked the shit out of about 2-3 dudes and just left. I was like, yo, what's up, man? I appreciate you smacking the dude, but this was an hour into the show, Black Horseman.
Yeah.
And he didn't say what's up to me or nothing. All he did was smack dudes in the chat.
He just had the pistol with him.
He just had the pistol with him. He won't say nothing with. Now, matter of fact, he had the silencer with him.
Yep.
October 4th says, I've been saying for a month now that Garcia is going the distance and will make a close competitive fight. Mikey is a sharp counterpuncher with watertight defense. I'm going to tell you right now, you guys. I'm going to go out. I'm not. You would say I'm going out on a limb. Some people say that. Some people say Corey switching up from what he seen last weekend.
Hmm?
I'm going to tell you right now, you guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, okay? All right? I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, okay? Mikey Garcia versus Earl Spence is going to be a lot more competitive than a lot of you guys think, okay? And to be honest with you guys, if the money's right, if I'm getting good odds on a smaller fighter, Mikey Garcia moving up 2 weight classes and really is a natural 126 pounder, okay, which is 4 weight divisions under him, okay? Earl Spence I'm talking about, okay? If I get good odds, okay, on the fight in March, okay, I'm putting my money on Mikey Garcia. You heard it here first. You heard it here first, okay? And I'm not fucking saying this shit for the views. I might make a video about this shit and everything. I'm not saying this shit about for none of that, okay? I'm telling you this right now because I'm trying to be as real as I possibly can be, okay? I do not like Derek James's training method. All he relies on power. He has no boxing knowledge on, just basic fundamentals of boxing, okay? I just don't like the way he trains his fighters. He trains his fighters to do power. Power
Right.
does not win boxing matches all the time.
Not at the elite
Okay?
level.
You might win boxing matches for pure power 98% of the time. But what about the 2%? What about that one fighter that has all of the boxing fundamentals together, has a great jab, okay? Because I feel like the kryptonite to a great power puncher is a jab. You got a good jab, man. Dude, you got a good jab and you can box from the outside, dude. How the fuck is he gonna hit you? Excuse my language. How in the fuck is he gonna hit you?
Good question, man.
You know,
It's hard.
if the money's right on Mikey Garcia and the odds are right, 4-1, 3-1 odds, 5-1 odds, okay? We're talking, okay? I'm betting my motherfucking money on Mikey Garcia. You can bet it. You can bet it. And I'm being dead serious right now, man. I do not like what I see out of Derek James as a trainer. He relies exclusively on power. And me watching boxing for as long as I've watched boxing, you cannot just win on just pure power, man. You cannot win every boxing match like that, you guys.
Floyd
Mikey Garcia is a technician, Black Horseman. Let it rip. I'm gonna let you rip, man. Go ahead, man.
I mean, it's interesting you said that, man. That's how I said. I don't know. Is this the beginning of the downfall of the Texas champions, man? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But as the fight gets closer, man, we got to see.
But why the fuck did Mikey Garcia go out of his way? He don't have to fight Mikey Garcia. He can fight he don't have to fight Earl Spence. He can fight he can fight Lomachenko. Why is he doing this? Why is he going out of his way? He sees something in Earl Spence, man. It's all power. Go ahead, bro.
Man, maybe it's He see the drinking, maybe he sees the lack of discipline in between fights, ballooning up in weight. Matter of fact, yesterday when after the fight, him and Javante Davis is throwing down on some nachos, man, and shit, trying to ask him like, "Are these some healthy chips right here?" Nigga, they chips, bro. You out here grubbing, you know what I mean? So, I mean, hey, maybe he sees something. He obviously sees something to go after Errol, the way he's doing, you know what I mean? Especially coming up in weight when everybody considers this guy the boogeyman, so on and so forth. Am I gonna say that I'm picking Mikey to win the fight? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? But is it impossible? No, I don't think so. And then with the recent light of Jamel losing, and like you stated, Corey, Derek James training these guys to rely totally on power, strength. That don't win at the elite level. When you get in there with a very intelligent fighter, they can beat you with their mind. You know what I'm saying? They know what punches to throw at the right time. They know how to take your power, your power away from you, if they're intelligent enough. This is why a lot of people believe that Terrence Crawford will pick Spence apart, because not only can he punch, he's an intelligent fighter. You know what I mean? A lot of people feel like Mikey Garcia has the ability to get in there and maybe outthink Spence, maybe make him miss the big shots and counterpunch him. Maybe he has enough. Maybe his power will carry up to 147. We don't know. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's joining the snack program. So hey, maybe that's going to help him strength wise, working with Victor Conti over there. And I don't know. So I mean, maybe it's
Roscoe Low 222 in the chat says Mikey Garcia has no power at 140, let alone 147. He's not fast at all. Spence with limited skills is gonna win still. Let me tell you right now that Mikey Garcia destroyed
Robert Easter.
No, before that, who was he fighting?
He fought
name?
You talking about
the fuck is
I was
name?
there. Start with an S.
Damn, man, I can't remember his dude's name, yo.
Sergey Lipinets. Sergey
Lipinets, okay? Not only did he destroy Sergey Lipinets, he hurt Sergey Lipinets, okay? So that shows me right there, he's got respectable power, okay? That fight was at 140, but Sergey Lipinets right after that fight is at 147, and he's fought solely at 147 since that fight. So I think his power will be respected at 147. You don't got to knock everybody out at 147 long as they respect you. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still giving Errol Spence the edge because he's just a natural. He's been fighting at 147. I think eventually he's going to wear down Mikey Garcia, break him down. I just think Mikey is in over his head. But, hey, man, it's not impossible, man, We've seen guys come up in weight and win and beat bigger fighters. We've seen Crawford come up from 140 and beat Jeff Horn, you know what I'm saying, and make him look bad, you know what I mean? Stop him, you know what I mean? So it's not like it'll be impossible, man. But a lot of people don't give Mikey a good chance to beat Errol Spence because Errol Spence, I mean, he's a big dude, man. He probably walks around 175, 180, naturally, So if this guy can pull that off, man, it's a wrap for Derek James. You can forget about it. Forget about it.
Locked and loaded, baby.
Quincy Pinola says he lucky he didn't get stretched. Mandem Jr. says, Corey, would you be surprised if Mikey got popped for Mexican meat?
No, I mean, because I think Mikey Garcia over there at Robert Garcia's gym. I mean, from what I can remember lately, none of those guys got popped. I don't think if ever none of those guys got popped for banned substances. Like I said, I know Marcus Madonna was with them. Towards the later part of his career, he was with Robert Garcia for the Mayweather fights and stuff like that. But I don't know if I don't believe he was with them before that. But like I said, you guys, I truly think that Mikey Garcia, is gonna be, I think he's gonna be clean. like I said, thinking and doing is two different things. You know, you don't
He
know
gonna
what's
have to be.
taking
He's
it.
Vada. He is Vada, so he gonna have to be. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
you're
saying?
gonna be in Vada, man. You know, and they're saying that Earl Spence is denying Vada testing. So we gotta see. We truly gotta see, you guys. You know, we
Yeah.
truly gotta see, you guys. We gotta see. You know, not only do we gotta see if these fighters can be what they say they're gonna be, we gotta see if these fighters can actually put up, and do what they say they're gonna do. Because to be honest with you, all I want to see is these fighters be the best that they can be.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. I want to see these fighters fight clean. I don't want to see any of these fighters, take any PEDs. I'm anti-PED testing. I mean, anti-PED positive test. And I just want to see a clean boxing program. And I
Yeah,
think the
man.
WBC is heading in that direction. I think the rise and the fall of the Charlo twins was starting to be around that speculation of those tests. Obviously, they said they had other tests, they had other obligations that day and stuff like that. These dudes are coming though, man. Stop giving me that bullshit. These dudes are coming to test you. You might not know when they're coming, but you know that they are coming. Is the big, is the big statement what I'm trying to say. You might not know when they're coming, but they are coming. So, from what I'm heard, when you leave, when you go somewhere out of town and you do something, you're supposed to contact them. But like I said, man, what do I know? I'm just a small YouTube channel.
Yeah, man.
What do you
But
got? What do you think about the? What do you think about Earl Spence, Mikey Garcia? Your favorite Mikey? Your favorite Earl right now? Just right now? But we had, like I said, we're still months away from the fight, though.
yeah. I mean, I'm still favoring Errol, but who knows? Like you stated, man, he must see something. He didn't go after Keith. He didn't go after Sean. He's not going after Bud. He's going after Errol. He called him out. Errol didn't call him out. Mikey called him out. He like, nigga, give me. I want Errol. You know what I mean? So maybe Robert Garcia sees something. Maybe Mikey sees something, man. That it's not like and when you think about it, he's got more KOs than Spence. He's got more fights than Spence. He has more experience at the championship level than Spence. So these are all just facts. These are all just facts. But even though it was at a lower weight class, but he has that experience, man. He's been in there with many more styles than Errol. You know what I mean? Mikey had to earn his own name. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't anointed from blacking somebody's eye and sparring. You know what I mean? He literally had to, work his way up from the bottom, make a name for himself. And he's been maintaining that and he's been growing. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he's ranked probably higher on a lot of people's pound for pound list, higher than Errol, So he is coming in with that advantage, having a lot more experience, at being a champion a lot longer, more fights, seeing more different styles in there. He's already beat, one of Errol's homies, two of Errol's homies, Broner and Robert Easter. So he like shit. I'm trying to get another one. Let me get Errol on there. So hey, as a boxing fan, I like it. I mean, I like the fact that he's willing to get in there because I want to see what he really made of. Because that's the thing about it is we've never really seen Mikey Garcia like really in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really tested. I mean, Sergey Lipinets gave him some problems, but he was still in control of the fight. But we got to see him in some adversity. Like if he gets dropped, how does he respond? If he gets caught, or if he gets hurt, how's Mikey going to respond? You know what I mean? And I think for Mikey, he actually wants to put himself in that position. Like, how do I respond against a guy who has more advantages than me? He's probably usually the bigger, stronger guy in every fight he goes into.
Yeah.
But he knows clearly he's not going to be the bigger guy against Errol. He's probably not going to be the bigger puncher. And it's a lot of risk. So he probably like, man, I'm stepping up to take this risk, man, to see how great I am, So I respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? Most
Man, I
definitely.
mean, it's been, like I said, man, it's been, wow, man. You guys been awesome tonight, man. I'm gonna probably head out, man. It's been one of the best live streams, man. We had to get a lot off our chest tonight, Black Horseman.
Yeah.
And I still think there's more to get off our chest, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I gotta regroup. And you know, like I said, I'm gonna get something to eat, man. Like I said, man, Black Horseman is always fun, man. Let me read some of these chats. At AD says Tommy. Oh, they're talking. As a fact says, now you go mind your own neck, bitches, bitch ass. Yo, what the hell, yo? You guys
Actually was in there sniping cats, bruh. He ain't holding nothing back.
Oh, for real? Damn, yo.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
shout out to the moderators, man, holding it down. Definitely. Because after this weekend, man, a lot of people, man, in their feelings. A lot of them, man.
Man, Roscoe Lett, man, still is. He says Easter was overrated. Easy fight. That the LDBC hyped up. Dude, I had dudes
Not
pick
everybody was
fucking
hyping
Mikey Garcia. I mean, Robert Easter that was not in the LDBC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, including me. I picked that nigga, man. I was rooting for him. He got his ass
Man, where the gunshots at for you picking gunshots? All gunshots. Let me hear them. Gunshots. Where they at? Man. Gunshots. I need to hear them right now. No, gunshots. I need to hear at least 10 seconds of gunshots.
Yeah, I fucked up, bro. I dropped the ball on that one. I ain't gonna even lie. So yeah, I had to slap my own.
Hear at least 5 minutes of gunshots.
This nigga said. Yeah, man, that was a man down. That was a man down pick right there.
Black Horseman picked Robert Easter to win, yo.
Yeah.
What the fuck were you smoking that day, dude?
That was the one of, I think, one of the few times that I definitely lost in picks against you. I lost that one. I lost the Bellew versus Usyk. Man, that was a bad one. You know what I'm saying? That was rough.
You had a rough year, man.
He said I had a rough year. Yeah, I mean, I think I did pretty good for the whole year except for like 3
Hey,
fights,
yo, you guys too. We're gonna have a show, me, Black Horseman, and Actual Facts before the year's out. We're gonna do our we're gonna pretty much give our awards out. We're gonna give knockout of the year out. We're gonna give round of the year out. We're gonna give fighter of the year out. You know, and
prospect of the year, contender.
Prospect of the year, man. We're gonna write down all of this shit, man. We're gonna bring you guys. Yo, you guys, if you guys want, you guys can hit me up on my Instagram at Corley's Boxing, and you guys can ask me, you know, or tell me what you know, awards, you know, or give me suggestions on what awards I should give out. You know, obviously I know we're gonna go straight for the big ones, you know, knockout of the year, fighter of the year, round of the year. You know, and stuff like that. We're definitely gonna do that here at Corley's Boxing. You know, with my brothers, Actual Facts and Black Horsemen. They're gonna have their own though. You know, they're gonna actually have their own. You know, but like I said, you know, we're gonna write them down. We're gonna give them out, and you know, we're gonna do that before 2019 comes. You know, so you definitely need to be on the watch out for that. We're gonna do that after Christmas sometime. So you definitely need to be watching out for that. I'll actually give you guys a day's notice before we do our pretty much it's gonna be our award show. That's what we should call it, right? Black Horseman, an award show.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 2018 honorary, you know what I'm saying, show, man. Where we just honor certain ones that you know, like you said, just give it the whole list, you know, round of the year, fight of the year, prospect, contender, knockout. You know, so on and so forth, man. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. So yeah, y'all just definitely look forward to that, man. And big round of applause to everybody that tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Moderators, all the fans of Corley Boxing, you know, even the haters, man, because you guys, you know, y'all are giving credit to the channel, man. Y'all are helping the channel too, whether you realize it or not. You come through, you guys are giving them watch time, you hit the thumbs down, but you still paying attention. Some of y'all just hang out in the background until somebody says something that might rub you the wrong way. Then you jump in the comments. We're like, oh, there you is.
Yeah.
So, And then when you say
shit,
something
Actual
stupid,
Facts is back. He could not let us wrap the show up without him saying something. Hold on. Go ahead. Hold on. Let me hear the gunshots for Actual Facts coming at the last minute. All gunshots. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
get
I'm
it.
like,
and he's a Marine too.
Yes, sir.
Yo. Yeah, man. I came back.
You know about them gunshots. You know.
No, I came back like I left my car keys, man. You know.
Oh, okay.
He had the earbuds in his ear. Yeah.
Like another breakout of herpes on you motherfuckers, man.
Oh shit! Goddamn.
Man. Oh, gunshots for that, man. All gunshots.
What the fuck? No, you gotta go to a different status with that.
Oh shit!
Damn, yo, you wild, yo. You a wild dude, man. This dude wild.
Nah,
yeah,
but,
man.
Yeah, man.
So
We definitely gonna do it at the end of the year, man. Gonna have that live stream going on, just to talk about all the fights that
Shout out to AD in the chat. He says, big up to Corey Lee Boxing. He says, the realest boxing channel. Salute, my G. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that shit, man. We doing it for you guys, man. I get a little bit of extra amped up, too, when my boys come on. You know what I'm saying? They don't be coming on every show, but they come through. We be lit. But go ahead, Actual Facts. Say what you want to say. We're closing the show up. You guys put your 2, 3, even 4 cents in. And drop some knowledge for these guys out here, man. Because let's be honest, man. A lot of my fans are learning. All of these fans that are on my channel are not hardcore fans, so we can't crucify them every time they pick Charlo to win in every fight. Because let's be honest, that's what the media has been feeding us. If you don't know boxing and you don't know a Korobov, if you don't really know a Tony Harrison, you're gonna pick Charlo because you've heard of Charlo, and that's only you know you only can pick who you've heard of, you know, but you gotta before you do that, you guys just go look, man. I just knew deep down in my heart that Charlo has never faced a guy like Korobov ever.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about the 300 amateur fights he's had. You know, I mean, that there alone should give him some type of respect. And not only did he have over 300 amateur fights, he won 312. He only lost 12 amateur fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely gunshots, man.
and one of those losses was Triple G.
But did you guys know that Korobov beat Usyk in the amateurs?
Yeah, I knew that.
So you know that
yesterday.
You know, that's a big feat. You know, he beat Lomachenko, he beat Devinchenko in the amateurs. He has some names on his amateur resume. And I believe he was a 2005 or 2006, one of them, amateurs gold medalist for the world championships in Chicago, Illinois. He pretty much beat everybody in his weight class. He has about 3 or 4 gold medals, world championship gold medals on his resume in the amateurs. And just that alone, man, you gotta be some type of good to do that type of stuff. Back to back, fighting all type of fighters. I mean, you're fighting the amateurs when you're in the golden gloves and stuff like that, and you're winning these huge amateur tournaments, these worldwide amateur tournaments. This guy's from Team Russia. He's fighting in Chicago, Illinois. That shows you right there. He's in America. He's fighting a bunch of talent. You think he ain't never seen a dude like Charlo that all he wants to do is knock his head off? All he wants to do is go throw power? You think he ain't seen that in the amateurs? Man, come on, man.
Yeah, he's seen that.
Man, come on, man.
Fought like he's seen that.
Man, come on, man.
100 times.
And I did my due diligence. I did my research as a boxing channel, and I fucking told you guys.
Right.
And I told you guys, okay? I said upset alert. Everybody looked at me like I had 5 foreheads.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Before anybody heard of Korobov, they was gonna say, yeah, he's gonna run through Willie Monroe Jr. And I knew he was gonna run through him. I knew Willie Monroe ain't had nothing for him. Hence, that's why he popped for PEDs, because he ain't have nothing. Pillow-fisted fighter. You know what I'm saying? So of course he needed some enhancement for him for that fight, man. And he popped and he got caught. And now
into Korobov, and a lot of these dudes are saying Korobov's a bum. He's gonna walk through him. Easy work. Nah, man.
Let me
Do your
just let me
research.
just let you guys hear what Jared Hurd had to say as immediate reaction to Jamel Charlo losing to Tony Harrison, a guy he knocked out. You guys, I'm gonna let you guys hear his immediate reaction real quick. I want you guys to hear what Jared Hurd had, because let's be honest, Jared Hurd versus Jamel Charlo was supposed to be next. Now here we go.
What'd you make, man? What'd you think? Man, I'm still mind blown, man. I cannot believe this, man. Like, I don't think he did enough to win the fight, man. But you know, it was a great fight. It was a great matchup. I kind of gave the last 2 rounds to make a decision, and I think that Charlo in the last round made the decision. Did you see any way it being the way it happened? Did you see any swing rounds in there? Yeah, it was a few swing rounds I could see, man. You know, it was one round where Tony caught Charlo with a great shot, and right after that, Charlo kind of hurt Tony with a shot, man. So those rounds could be up in the air. But, man, I'm just, look, man. You're in a good position now, though, because you stopped him, and now he suffered his first loss. So where do you go from here? You know, of course, we're thinking of a rematch. But it all depends on how Tony Harrison wants to, you know, I don't know if he wants to go straight for unification, and we got to get off. So it all depends on whether jump right to unification. I know a rematch may happen for him and Charlo. But, you know, that's the question is really leading people out. Did he look better tonight than when he fought you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people are surprised the way he looked. Yeah. You stopped him, so. Right, that's what I said, man. Tony is one of the only fighters that I faced that has come back. And yeah, this was a fight that was. Every fight I faced, they came back and lost. You know, that's not fair to that. So, man, he looked good tonight, but like I said, man, I wanted to be the one to beat him. But you felt Charlo won. I felt Charlo won. All right, Jared, thank you.
Wow, so you guys heard it here first, you guys. Jared Hurd thought Charlo did enough to win, but he said in his scorecards, it came down to the last 2 rounds, okay? It came down to the last 2 rounds of the fight, the 11th and 12th, and he gave the 11th and 12th to Charlo, okay? So he said, you know, the guy, shout out to FightHubTV.com. He pretty much said, well, was there any swing rounds? A swing round means that, you know, it could have went either way. And Charlo actually agreed with him and said, yes, there was some swing rounds. So if you guys are scoring there at home, you know, and you guys have swing rounds, you guys have, you know, rounds, you don't really know who won, the judges have to pick somebody, okay? And he doesn't necessarily have to pick the champion just because he's a champion, okay?
Yeah.
I feel like the key to the Jamel Charlo and Tony Harrison fight was Tony Harrison's jab. That was the key to the whole fight.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
You know, and I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I gotta call it how I see it, man. I gotta do it, man. You know, and you know, you don't pump out your jab, and you have the challenger pumping out his jab. These are points getting scored, you guys. Right, Actual? These are points getting scored. Okay.
Of course, man. And another thing, man, the way he pumped that jab.
Wow.
You know,
I mean, it wasn't the only way he was hitting him with the jab. It was the way that he was connecting with the jab. It was Tony Harrison had a powerful jab. Like the jab was snapping the fucking head back of Charlo. Yeah, like gunshots. Like this shit was so powerful, his head went completely back. Like a bobblehead.
Yeah, that little blonde mane of his on top of his head was shaking and shit. You know what I mean? That lion mane.
And you know what? And you know what? I went to the bathroom to take a piss when they read the scorecards out, because I didn't know how long they would take. They actually came right back and read the scorecards out. You know, sometimes they take a long time. I thought this was one of the shorter times that they took to read the scorecards out, because you know, it had another fight coming up.
Hey,
but
hey, real quick, Corey and Black, y'all ever seen a fight between a tiger and a lion? Who always wins? The tiger. And that's
oh wow.
Exactly.
Who is the tiger? Tony
the Tiger Harrison, man.
Oh shit, Tony the Tiger.
Oh shit.
I'm telling you, man. And in the wild, if you see go overseas, they be having tigers.
But yo, do you guys think? But that's why I'm
Tigers
thinking that
always
this
beat
might.
lions.
But listen, though, you guys, that's why I'm thinking that this might happen again in a rematch.
I think so too,
Because
man.
I don't know how he can get away from that. How the fuck did Charlo get away from that jab? He's 28 years old.
And the thing
He's 28 years old. The one thing that you don't lose in boxing is your jab. You're gonna always have your jab.
And real quick, Corey, another thing is Harrison's a student of the game and a student of Crunk Gym, man.
Yeah, I didn't even know that until after the fight.
They study all their previous fight and they dissect that shit, and he'll go to the next fight with even more weapons and try to get Charlo out of there.
Yeah.
Man. I'm not trying to put 10 on it. I'm just saying, man. Crunk Gym, Detroit, man. Some dudes could fight, man. They could box, man. Those
Tiger. You said Tiger over Lion. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Tiger's always been.
But yo, I gotta head out, man. You guys wrap it up. I'm not rushing you out, but you gotta get the fuck out. No, but go ahead, man. Hey, actual fact, gunshots on that one. Hey, Black Horseman, gunshots on that one. You don't gotta go, but you gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yo, again, man.
Go ahead, though, my brother. Go ahead and let him know actual facts. Let him know what you got to say, though. Any closing thoughts on anything I said? Let them know who you had winning all of the, the fights and stuff like that, both Charlo fights, and let them know, how he does, Tony Harrison does in a rematch. Let the fans know before you head out.
So I think the first fight was not a robbery. The second fight was a robbery. Korobov won that, hands down, in my opinion. I looked at it 2-3 times now. And, I implore you guys, man, if you're new to boxing, don't believe everything these promoters say. Don't believe everything the media says. Do your own research, man. Go look, dig in the internet. Do your own research on these no names or these so-called bums that are going to fight your favorite fighter. And do the research. See who they fought or how many fights they fought in the amateurs. Or if they got an amateur pedigree, man. Do research. That's all I'm saying, man. Before you call somebody a bum. Or before you call it's going to be a one-sided fight, man. Do your research, man. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
And once again, thanks for having me on, my brother. As always, man, it's a pleasure, man. Thank you.
Man, to piggyback off what actual facts said, I 100% agree with him, man. It's just like y'all got to do your own research. Corey did it. I did it. And, don't just go off what people say, man. Sometimes you just got to just do your little research yourself. It's easy to go to Google, go to BoxRec, and just research, man. It's easy to go to YouTube, look at some footage on a fighter. And instead of just, being so emotionally invested into a fighter to where you just automatically think that because you don't know the guy, that he's a bum. And found out last night, this guy, Korobov, is far from a bum. He is far from it.
Yeah.
And just my last little closing thoughts, man, on the fights, man. I don't believe that it was a robbery. I think Tony Harrison outboxed Jermell. Jermell, he's going to have to do something different if he's going to win in the rematch. But I really don't see it happening unless he learns how to, become an inside fighter and have some head movement, man, because you can't come in on a straight line with your guard low and just getting your head snapped back with a judge is just looking at it like, well, it was a close round, but I seen your neck get snapped back. So, I mean, I got to give it to Tony, and the judges called it fairly, in my opinion. The second fight, I felt that was kind of close too, even though a lot of people would disagree with me. I edged it to Jamal, but I may have to watch that one again because a lot of people feel like that was a far margin of a fight than the first fight, you know what I'm saying, in favor of Korobov. And so realistically, it should have been probably instead of one lion only, should have been no lions only, no more lions, you know what I'm saying? So, and then hopefully this humbles Jermell, man. Jermell, like I said, I think he was just a little too cocky. He hadn't even been really tested at the elite level yet, even though he had a belt. But it wasn't like this guy had fought really super duper top competition, except for he fought Trout, but Trout is not an A-class fighter. And you got in there with a strong, I say a strong B fighter, B- fighter, a guy that's not looking to knock you out, but to win rounds. And he made you look made you look bad. You know what I'm saying? And he pretty much coasted. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, real quick, Black, not to interrupt you, man, but to all the people in the chat, man, you know, if you're tired of these boxing channels doing the same videos on the same 5 fighters, you know, the same talk over and over again, the same bullshit, man, come over to UGC, man. All right, come over to UGC on some Suge Knight shit.
He's all in the videos. Yeah, man. So
Do
you
the
know,
same old
support.
videos. Come to UGC, man.
Yo, if you got your promoter dancing in your videos, if you got your manager dancing in your videos, you know, and he's fucking acting like he's, you know, doing the Harlem shaking your videos like P. Diddy and shit, come to Death Row, nigga. You know what time it is. Gunshot.
Come to UGC, man. Come tune in to Corey Lee Boxing. Come tune in to Black Horseman, UGC, man. Yeah, Underground click, you know what it is.
All day, every day, man. Y'all keep supporting Corey Lee Boxing, man. And y'all just you know what I'm saying, make sure if you know if you're new to the channel, for the ones that's catching this, that's not catching it live, man, you gotta subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when Corey Lee Boxing kicks off the next live stream. And we are going to do the end of the year show where we're going to just give our thoughts and rate the best fight of the year, best knockout of the year, best prospect, best contender, and so on and so forth, man. It's going to be fire like it always is, man. So once again, man, I appreciate you having me on, Corey Lee, and I appreciate everybody, all the moderators that held it down. Shout out to the haters too, man. Just keep watching.
Hey, man, like I said, man, to piggyback off them, man, shout out to my two brothers, man. Actual facts. Salute from New York City. And Black Horseman Promotions from Texas, but from LA. Shout out. But, you know, like I said, man, you know, I'm out here in the DMV area. I just talked to, sorry I couldn't get Ernesto on the show tonight. I did try to text him. Let me see if he texts me back. He did not text me back, so he must have been busy. I think he said he was going out of town for Christmas. But I did get a brief conversation with him, man, and he said, man, he told, you know, he told Jared Hurd that he needed to fight him, man, before he gets knocked off. And, man, he couldn't have been more true, man, you know, with the words that he told him, man. And, you know, with that being said, you guys, man, we made an awesome show. I think we covered pretty much all of the topics. Like I said, man, I really think that Jamal Charlo and Jamel Charlo have a hell of a lot to work on. And that power this week, if this weekend never showed you guys anything, it showed you guys one thing, you guys. Power does not win boxing matches.
Right.
Okay? It won't win you every fight. Okay? It does win some fights. You know, so let me reword that. Boxing, power does not win every boxing match, because you're going to get that right fighter, okay, that knows how to do what you, that knows how, like Andre Ward says, if I take away what you do good, what will you have left? Corey Lee Boxing, baby, Black Horse Promotions, and Astro Facts. You definitely been hit with another banger. Peace out, you guys. Later. Merry Christmas. Later.